Okay, guys, so let's get into part 3 of BAD Cup 4. So, guys, this is going to be another part for BAD Cup 4. We are getting more and more of these 1 to 2 rounds of BAD Cup 4. This is going to be the third one. There will be a fourth one as well before we can dig deeper into the tournament. And therefore we are going into another section of these, and we have some really interesting and strong players coming into this one. Going to be very interesting to see how this one will roll down. But guys, since this is part 3, that means that we have had 2 parts before that. And right now I have spoiler filter on, so if you guys haven't watched the last 2, I would recommend you guys to watch those 2. If you don't want that, that's okay. But just know that I will remove the spoiler filter in 3, 2, 1, bam. Okay, guys, so here's the deal. I have already talked about this. Now let's get into this section here that we casted last time. So, Mr. Christian went up against Dead Superman. Then Superman looked convincing, in my opinion. There are some moments where Mr. Christian definitely looks like a player that can do something in this tournament. I just think that then Superman was too solid. I don't have much more to say. Then Superman was just too solid. And then Superman moves on and ended up meeting Seer Council. So the situation here was that then Superman wins up against Seer Council, and I don't know what to say. The Eldar is really strong. Then Superman played Necrons, and I don't know, man. Like, then Superman was definitely in trouble in this series. Seer Council, we need to see more of him, but he definitely looks like a player who is... We'll see if he's in his top form, because if he is, he'll definitely be one of the most dangerous players we have in this tournament for sure. But we need to see more. He's going up against Alex UK, and more on that a little bit later. But then Superman, he moves down in the losers bracket. It's not going to be easy for anyone who's meeting then Superman down there, though. So we will see. Then Superman is not a slob whatsoever. Going to be a very strong player to see how he performs down there. Alexian versus Lion, I don't know what to say. Like, Lion's way of playing is just too weird to me. And I think this was just an easy body bag for Alexian. I've met Lion online as well. Lion has some wacky strategies, and today he chose like weird stuff as well. So Lion moves down in the losers bracket, and Alexian, he moves on. I don't know much else to say. Like, I'm gonna just keep it real. I felt like that was too weird. But whatever. Alexian, he moves on 2-0. And we'll get to this series later on. 1609 versus Alex UK. I think Alex UK looked really convincing. 1609 doesn't look clueless. But he just doesn't look like a player who's not... Like, he looks like a player who'll definitely have a lot of players here that'll be a problem for him. And 1609 could definitely perform some stuff. So respect to him. He just didn't... Yeah, Alex UK was too much, and no shame in that. Alex UK is a pretty strong player. So Alex, he moves on 2-0. Well played to him. Now, this series here, in my opinion, fire. I do believe that Alex, in hindsight at least, got some pretty good maps. And I do believe that Alex looked pretty convincing. I think he looked pretty convincing in game 2. Game 2 was his problem. So Alexian had a fire performance in game 2. I think game 1 and game 3 by Alex was pretty good. Game 1 was a game where I felt like he was just performing just better, Alex UK. And I also think the map was a little bit more tolerable. But then we got into Blood River. And in my opinion, Blood River is not supposed to be a bad map whatsoever. for Alex. In fact, I think it's one of the few maps that's actually favored towards IG. But Alexian actually performed insane, and Alex UK looked really frustrated because he was writing in the chat, yo, I did nothing wrong. What a stupid race. And honestly, I don't think he did much wrong, Alex, in that one, especially in hindsight. But Alexian did very little wrong as well, which is a very, very good sign for Alexian. So well played to him, man. That was insane. But then what was even more insane was game 3, where Alex was just not effing around. He was just getting in there. He was turret rushing. He was not messing around. And Alexian did not see that coming on Shrine of Excellion, which I do believe is kind of a middle of the road map for IG. It's one of the better maps for IG, even though that's one of the most disgusting orc maps we have in the tournament. But regardless, Alex definitely showed up, and he was like not messing around. He was so mad. It was pretty clear. So he went in, definitely put some pressure on Alexian, and Alexian moves down. So that was a fire series, in my opinion. Alex UK is going up against Seer Council. Yeah. Let's be real. This will be brutal. Alex UK is not going to have a good time. But we'll see, man. Like, Alex UK sometimes shows some pretty sick things in the tournaments. I just don't know if Seer Council is going to be easy for him, but regardless, man, we'll see. So today, let's get a little into that. Sorry for the long breakdown here. Darson versus Yang. I am looking very much forward to that. We have not had Yang Wen Li games on this channel yet, which is a shame because Yang Wen Li is such a good Dark Elder player. He's definitely one of the best we have right now on the server. He probably competes with Blast right now, so I definitely think Yang Wen Li is one of the more dangerous players here. Not a player you mess around with. Darson, pretty good orc player. I would say he's kind of the same level as Mr. Christian. So Darson is definitely not a player you mess around with, but Yang Wen Li is probably going to be a very tough task for him. We'll see. That is the matchup here, and then we got Fov versus Verklin. I have no idea how this one is going. I think Fov is favored in that one, but then again, sometimes players just surprise me, and I wouldn't mind an upset out of nowhere. I don't know how much of an upset would be, but we'll see. Fov is also the player who's known as Side, who had pretty decent performances in BAD Cup 3. But we'll see. We'll see. Focus versus Al Bandito. I'm looking forward to this one. Focus versus El Bandito is going to be interesting because I think El Bandito is the better player, but I definitely think Focus is playing a very, very strong Necrons, and El Bandito has lost some, like last tournament, with all due respect for El Bandito, that was a fucking disaster. And he played up against Necron players that I considered lower level than Focus. So El Bandito gotta show me, please, El Bandito, please, mate, stop every time I cast you, bro. It just goes wrong, mate. Like, yeah, please don't lose. This happened on Jagus Art's channel as well. Like, every single time El Bandito got casted, El Bandito usually lose. I don't know, maybe we just pick wrong games or whatever. El Bandito is such a strong Tau player, and it's not even funny. And every time we show him on the channel, me and Jagus, El Bandito just loses, and it's really unreal. There are there are definitely some exceptions to that. But if you made a win rate on El Bandito games on both me and Jacob's channel, you would see a player who loses way more, and you would probably think that he's bad, but he is not. But we'll see. This is going to be a very, very big test for El Bandito. We'll see. Ashura is waiting in here. Ashura is called Chiika Fujiwara, whatever. Some anime character thing, I think. Decent Tau player, I would say. He's around like Mr. Christian. Yeah, Mr. Christian Darson kind of level. Nothing next level ridiculous, but definitely a strong player. Can compete with some players for sure. So yeah, again, we'll see. He's probably going up against Yang, but we could see an upset, and then it's gonna be Darson. Darson could definitely pull off some pretty good players on Orcs. But regardless, guys, let's move on. Obviously, whoever wins down here and here will go up against each other. So let's see who that is going to be. Let's get all 5 series. Excuse me. Let's get all 5 series. Let's go. Right, guys. So here's the first game. Darson versus Yangwen Li, Orcs versus Dark Eldar, respectively. The map they're playing on is Battle Marshes. Both players, pretty strong players, I would say. I've actually played against both of them. I think I've said that already, but I think Yangwen Li is... Darson is definitely a good Orc player, but I just think Yangwen Li is just different. Yangwen Li is also, his secondary race is actually Orcs, as far as I remember. So you would know some of the weaknesses that Orcs will go through. And looks like Yangwen Li is actually going for Hollow Blood. Interesting. So he goes for 2 Mandrakes, Hollow Blood, and then Plaster Generator. Yeah, I want to see. I think he goes Warriors first. You can technically go for the Homunculus Laboratory. I just think that's too much. This is, in my opinion, the best way to go. I just want to see exactly what he does here. We already know what Orcs is doing, so... Yeah, it's Warriors first. No Homunculus Laboratory. No reason to do that right now. Then on the bottom hand side here, we got Darson. Darson, he goes for... Yeah, 2 Slugger Boys. Gretchen. The Boys Heart Generator. Shooter Boys. Big Mech. These guys captured here. Now going over to the Relic. These Slugger Boys started here. And then started capturing here. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where he's moving these Shooter Boys. If he wants to go for one Relic or the other, he has to prioritize for sure, especially against a race like Dark Eldar. Dark Eldar is a super strong early game race. And yes, this includes Warrior opening for sure. Warriors are so disgusting in the early game in terms of their damage. They're super squishy, don't get me wrong, but they're definitely like the main unit or main infantry unit that deals the most damage, like DPS straight on. Okay, so these Slug Boys for sure has to disengage here. So looks like Darson is actually going to prioritize here. No, he's actually going back. Yeah, Darson has to disengage here. I'm not gonna lie, I think this is a big mistake here. Oh, yeah, he's going back in. He's going back over here. At least he's upgraded this one. Yeah, I was about to say he needs a banner. He's floating a little bit in requisition. I don't know why he's so indecisive with this this Big Mech. He should be up here and actually help his Slugger Boys. Instead, they're just gonna get completely murdered here. In fact, it's almost a wipe, actually. Okay. Pretty good early game so far for Yangwen Li. Okay, so he actually goes for Mandrake Infiltration here. And now he gets his Homunculus Laboratory. Okay. I really like this, actually. I like the idea of it. He also goes for Warrior Squad. We'll probably go for Poison Blades and Soul Seeker Ammunition. See here, Yangwen Li. Okay, economy. Let's be real, it's not the best economy, but he's also focusing a lot on doing damage right now. Bringing the Animus Vitae, the stun ability from Archon. Yeah, so far I think Yangwen Li has a really strong early game. Darson is kind of under pressure here. Let's see here what Darson is cooking. Gonna go for pile of guns. Okay. Yang wanted to get over here, but he's disengaging immediately. Probably just gonna see what orcs is cooking over here. I think we're gonna get Storm Boys on this map. Would be the most normal to do. Especially going up against a warrior mass. I think Storm Boys are way more effective in that regard compared to what it would mean if he went jet bikes. I actually got some big shooters on these shooter boys. Yeah, both the shooter boys actually. He could go for shooter boy mass actually. Instead of Storm Boys. Well, he can technically go the other way around where he gets both of them, but that's very expensive. We're under attack. So Yang Wenli, I don't think he has lost a single warrior squad. Okay, now he's getting splinter cannon though. That's gonna be real good for his leaders. By the way, just because he haven't lost any warriors doesn't mean it's good, because he's not really done anything with them. It's gonna move down here though. I don't know if Big Mac actually teleported in here. I didn't see it. Yeah, he didn't teleport in. That's good. Darson disengages immediately. Speaking of Darson, his economy is... yeah, it's kind of bad. Plus 80 to plus 10. But he has no relics. I actually think, like, thinking about it, I think Yang Wenli has actually played really, really well. Because he haven't been offensive with the warriors, but instead he's just used them to actually say, if you get out here, I'm gonna murder you. We're gonna talk about that after the game. Right now, Yang Wenli is going in here, but he needs to be very careful. The warriors are very, very squishy. Big shooters are very, very strong. We might get a tier 2 from Yang. Yeah, exactly. I think this is the best way to go about it. Because he sees that Darson is just investing so much into this. But he can go tier 2 himself. I just think he's a bit delayed. He's getting blasty research here, though. So, let's see here. Mandrakes are badly needed here. Yeah, he needs to get in here and actually tie up some of these shooter boys. I don't think he has poison blades yet. No, instead he's just getting corruption research. Super strong buff to the Mandrakes. Just across the board. Splinter cannon from Archon, I kind of like it. Okay, looks like Darson actually wants to go in here with the Slugger Boys tying up some of these guys. But who's defending his shooter boys? Not really anyone. Instead, he's just gonna get kited here. Oh, good blinding grenades here. Real good at dropping morale and stuff. And this is so good. Witch Cold Arena here. Yang Wenli's very, very steadily winning this one. It's a very interesting gameplay here from Yang. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, good blocking here. That actually kills the Big Mac here. Oh my god, ain't no way you're not killing him. Yang, he should have been dead years ago. Okay, he ended up dying. But you also sacrificed Mandrake for that. Wait, that was a whole squad? Yeah, it was a whole squad that died. Sorry, guys. I should have watched from Yang's perspective, but he only has one squad left. Malediction just got in here. Okay, so Yang has already harvested a lot of souls. That's good. Now getting the increase of incubuses. He's just going Splinter Cannon build. I really, really like it. It's a very alternative way to play Dark Elder, but I really like it here. Okay, looks like Yang is actually going in here. That's crazy to me, but he does it anyway. He's gonna absolutely murder these shooter boys here. But he's also losing some warriors here. I think this was very bold. I'm not sure if that was worth. But it still doesn't change the fact that Darson is stuck. Oh my god. Okay, he's not even upgrading his listing post. He's just gonna stay on plus 80.
Victory countdown has begun.
Tougher bosses. Okay, interesting here by Darson. I really like this, honestly. Because here he can actually see what's going on. And there's no homunculus from Yang here, so he's not gonna get detected anytime soon.
Don't bother me. I'm working on something.
Knob Squad is getting in here. Darson has had such a bad economy this whole game, honestly. Yeah, Scourge is getting in. Yang Mun Lee has had good economy this whole game. And he's just improving it. Yeah, he has really good economy.
6 minutes until take and hold victory.
Torture Slave taking some bashing here. Gonna get detected here. Don't know why this is not being built here by Darson. Okay.
We'll rip their legs off.
Okay, so we have full-on Splinter Cannon damage coming in here. It's interesting that he chooses to go down this path. He's really considering it, isn't he? He's getting in here. Let's see from his perspective, so we get the stealth suits here. Or the stealths. Okay, knobs are getting in here. Malediction gets dropped immediately. So many knobs are dying here. So much damage going down here. This is absolutely... Yeah, this is so brutal, honestly. Really, really good. It's especially now this pile of guns go down. Big Man goes down. Shooter boys are gonna get absolutely obliterated here. Nah, this is not even close. This listing post is being focused instead. Yeah, now these war banners are going down. Nah. Yeah, just being chased here. Darson, that is. Okay, now he's kiting here. Good. Oh, this war banner. 2 war banners went down. Nah. Tier 2 is coming in for Darson. Or he is already tier 2, I should say. But he's tier 2.5 with vehicles.
4 minutes until...
But Yang Mun Lee has been tier 2 for this whole game. And this is really good. Now the war truck actually goes down. Malediction gets dropped immediately. Nah, this is so bad. This is really, really brutal. Yeah, good stun here as well. This is game breaking here. Yeah. Darson is gonna lose this 100%. Absolutely. War truck is actually hiding in here. I didn't even see it. Big Meg is teleporting in here. He's not gonna do much. He's just gonna get splinter cannoned to death. Yeah, this is so good. I was about to say, I wonder why Darson is not just saying GG, but he leaves here. First of all, I really like this build. It's very alternative, but you definitely see it from time to time. Splinter cannon, range, mass, really, really good. It's good for all the leaders in Dark Elder's arsenal. But I think it's pretty clear why Darson lost. And I actually, no joke, think it happened from from the first game. From the very start. So as soon as he had capped this point here, he literally just... Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure here. I just don't think he should be here. If these Slugger Boys are getting jumped, which they did, then I understand why, these guys are not gonna do anything. These Slugger Boys here, when they're capping this. So instead, you should just get up here immediately with the Big Mech. But I guess the problem for him was that he was hesitating so much about the fact that, hey, maybe I should defend this relic, but you just don't get... you just don't get both sides against Dark Eldar, and especially not someone like Yang Wen Li. So instead, he should have just prioritized this. But instead, he lost both relics. And then on top of it, when he did have that bad of an economy, he didn't upgrade his 2 backline listing posts, which just kept him on plus 80 for such a long game. Imagine if he had 92 for most of the game. Like, that would have been at least, like, okay-ish. But instead, he had plus 80 for this whole game, which was not good, and especially not for orcs. What else? I like the way Yang Wen Li played. I think he played really offensive from the get-go with the warriors. He didn't kill much of Orcs' army, but he didn't have to. He got stealth for the Mandrakes. Got the Soul Seeker ammunition for the warriors. And then he just chilled. He got both critical locations and relics. And then he was just defensive. He was like, well, are you not gonna get out of your base? Because right now I am, like, at that time he was more than 100 requisition, like 104 or something. And obviously it got ridiculous to the later stages of the game. Yeah, and as soon as Scourges with Dark Lances and the Witches got in here with Splinter Cannons and stuff, like, this game was just over. So I hope Darson can actually bounce back. I know Darson can play way better than this. There's nothing, like, this was even... This might be a skill gap, but I'ma just tell you right now, Darson is not... He wouldn't normally do these kind of mistakes, I feel like. He's better than this, at least. But let's get to game 2 and hope that he can bounce back. Let's get it. Right, so this time for game 2, we got Darson versus Yang Wen Li on Bloody Hell. Same races on this one. Yeah, this is a better orc map, I would say. Battle Marshes is in general a very, very good orc map. Or a Dark Eldar map, I should say. It's also a good orc map, actually, but maybe not in this matchup, to be honest. By the way, what the hell is Yang Wen Li doing here? Is he, like, thinking about it just for a second? Which one is I actually going to choose? Because ain't no way he's, like, building both. That'll be the most trolly thing, yeah. He deletes the Hollow Blood. Maybe it's because, like, something along the lines of he doesn't want the Mandrakes to spawn on this side. But doesn't they, if you rally well, whatever. But regardless, he goes for 2 Mandrakes, a Dark Foundry, and a Plasma Generator. And here we have Darson doing the same opening as last time. 2 Slugger Boys, Gretchen, the Boy's Heart, Generator, getting Shooter Boys, and then instantly getting Big Mech right after. Yeah, this map is better. Slightly better. I think the relic is a little bit closer to the base. I also think that the points are, especially these three, are easier to defend. But even this outer point is not that far from this, so it's at least a little bit more of a tight map. There's also this area right here, the terrain, so that's good. Let's see here. Darson, he definitely needs to be careful that he doesn't do the mistake he did last time where he just left off his relic here. But we're gonna see here what he does here. Oh, we're actually getting Hellions. And we're also getting Homunculus Laboratory. Well, obviously we're getting it as soon as the Dark Foundry has been built. Because otherwise, the Reaver jet bikes can't be built. Good interruption here by Yangman Lee. But looks like Darson actually wants to prioritize this area here. Getting in with the Big Mech, that's good. Yeah, jet bike is coming in here. Okay, these mandrakes are actually taking a beating here. Oh my god, that's a whole wipe? Oh my god, yeah. That's a mistake from Yang for sure. Okay, Big Mech is actually teleporting in, I like it. But he just have to know that Jet Bikes is on its way right now. So now Darson is fighting on an open battlefield against Dark Elder. However, lots of Hellions definitely dying in the process. Problem for Darson is he has used his teleport already, so he can't get out of this. Looks like Yang actually gets over here and actually disrupts over here. Yeah, Darson actually has to cancel it. This is really bad. Now these Slugger Boys are gonna get caught off guard. Yeah, this is a terrible situation here. Darson is losing way too much here. Okay, getting down in the heavy cover, that's good. Yeah, he's gonna lose both relics again, I think. Yeah. Is that going to be a whole wipe? Because that would be very, very bad for Darson. Yeah, it's gonna be a whole wipe. Where's the Slugger Boy? The Slugger Boy squad is here. The Shooter Boy is being attacked here. Actually grabbing the Shooter Boys and then instantly teleporting out. But is the Slugger Boys just as lucky? Nope, they're not. Damn. Got the minefield here by Darson. I like it. He's playing defensive. He should play defensive. He's pretty much lost the whole map, which I think is a problem in the long term because Yang is just gonna try and capture the whole map. Good on him to also disengage with the jet bikes. He has to. Darson potentially complaining here. I would assume that.
I'm working on something.
If it's something along the lines of Dark Elder's broken, I don't know if I would agree, but they're definitely a very strong race. And in certain cases, they are utterly broken. Jet bikes in the correct situations are just so powerful. Good on Yang to just disengage immediately. It's always good to just disengage with the jet bike so you can repair them. As soon as they're borderline red HP, and I mean borderline, not actually red HP, because by then it's usually too late. But if they're borderline red HP, just get them back and just repair them. As a rule of thumb, obviously. Okay, so Yang actually ended up rushing tier 2 here, which I think is actually smart. He should be doing this. He's actually going down here again with the shooter boys. Not gonna lie, I really don't like that approach. Yeah, he should just wait. Okay. Not sure if he put like anything on orcs or anything like that to actually detect those minefields, but it doesn't matter. Really good stun here, actually.
Until taken hold victory.
Yeah, this Reaver jetbike is not having a good time. It's actually going down. But Yang is actually going in. What the hell? Okay. This seems super, super greedy. Gonna kill some Gretchens in the process, though. But the minefield actually gets built here. Yeah, it's gonna be... No, it's not gonna be a wipe here for the Mandrakes, but still. I'm not sure who actually got on top there. Darson is actually getting a war track. I don't know, I would 100% get a war truck first, especially to get these shooter boys in and out.
Until taken hold victory.
Some good upgrades here for Dark Eldar. Soul Seeker is gonna help the yeah, it's gonna help the Scourges, that's what they're called. Splinter Cannon obviously also pretty good for him. But Soulseeker Ammunition is actually not buffing. I think it's not buffing the Dark Lance at all. And it's not buffing the Splinter Cannon either on the leader, as far as I understand. So which called the arena? So just in general, Yang actually has a super, super strong and powerful army right now. I haven't seen if he actually got the Reaver Jetbike optics, because if he has, he's gonna absolutely murder orcs here. Yeah, they don't have Heavy Boy armor still, so this is going to be a real good timing if he has the upgrade right now. Okay, but however, he ends up stunning again a couple of jetbikes here. Really, really good. Mandrakes are gonna try and tie up these shooter boys, but it's gonna go down 100%. Homunculus as well. Poison Blaze getting in. This is not a straight-on bad situation here for Darson. Well, it's still bad, but it's not as terrible as last time. He's gonna get jumped here, though. Torture Amp actually got built here, I guess. But yeah, now jetbikes are just gonna run these guys down. Yeah, this is going to be brutal. Well, it's already brutal. Nah. Yeah, this is real brutal here by Yang. Getting some war tracks. Some more war tracks. Witches apparently is going all in here. They are not surviving this. Yeah, a bit sloppy here by Yang. I think he should have gone out with this witch here. Okay, Soul Destruction Research. I think that is one of the most bugged spells in the game for the Homunculus. I might be tripping though, but I don't know Dark Eldar I don't know the deep cuts, basically. I just know that some of the spells from the Homunculus are very bugged. We're also getting the Archon because we are getting some really strong spells very soon from him. I don't remember what that spell is called, by the way. Yeah. Is the Destruction one? I can't remember. But right now we have the engagement in here by Yang Wen Li. This is going to be very brutal. As soon as the jetbikes gets in here, Everything is going to fall apart here for Darson. It's not going to be fun. Good attack here with this Scorchers, actually instantly destroying this wall track. And now, speaking of destroying, we're going to have an absolute destruction here of Darson. I don't think he's surviving this exchange whatsoever. Nah, this is GG. Just straight on GG. Stormboy's actually in here, trying to decap in time.
1 minute until taken hold
Yeah,
victory.
that was a whole army wipe. Straight on. This Hellion has been idling here for years. Yeah, GG. Okay, let's start with... I'm not gonna lie, this wasn't like a very high quality back and forth game. Even Yang Wan Lee had like mistakes where I'm like losing his Mandrake here, going way too deep with Witches here, and one Mandrake squad also. I think there's moments where Yang is definitely doing some questionable things. Compared to his level, by the way, because Yang Wan Lee is usually a very, very strong player in my opinion. But yeah, other than that, I think Darson made one big mistake. Maybe it's just me, but I just don't get why he's so offensive in the early game. Like, if you walk over here on this relic, you're gonna lose. Like, he did some like, he wiped some Mandrakes, which was like, I don't know how Yang Wan Lee allowed that to happen. Maybe he wanted to buy time or something, but it's just not, yeah, it's not good. Then the Hellions got down, and then Yang actually teleported in. He, by the way, knows that this is Hellions, that he's up against Hellions. Then he would know that Jetbikes is coming in very soon. So... yeah, he might be winning against the Hellions. But the problem is, as soon as the Jetbikes starts coming in, Darson is not going to have a good time. Instead, he should have been defending up here. Not only is this relic way closer to his base, whereas this is way closer to Yang Wan Lee's base, but the other thing was, he could have positioned well, like in this light cover. He could have been ready for whatever. Also, he wouldn't have to like teleport in with the Big Mech and stuff. The Big Mech could be here already, I think. Or at least very close. So what was problematic for Darson was, as soon as all the Jetbikes came in, Big Mech had to run all the way to his base, just getting hunted down by the Jetbikes and getting murdered because he had no teleport. So I actually, no joke, think that's what lost him the game, because otherwise his strategy is not that bad. It's good that you rush vehicles against Dark Eldar, especially because Dark Eldar has some questionable AV in the later stages of the game. So yeah, I think that's all I want to say. Darson, again, he plays on 4 points, only has plus 80 in the bank. If you're that behind in eco, I think at least one of them should be upgraded. Yeah, and also, like, he walked out for this critical location, did absolutely nothing, and instead he just lost 2 or 3 shooter boys or something. So there's just moments where Darson is just making too many mistakes. Again, not saying that I would do better. I'm just saying from a pro player tournament perspective, this didn't look that good for Darson at all. So Darson goes down in the losers bracket. Yang Wan Lee is moving on, and he's actually going to meet Ashura. So that one will be interesting, I think. We're gonna see on that one. But yeah, let's get to the next series, guys, and let's have a look at that one. Okay, so for this one, we got a Space Marine versus Space Marine matchup. We got Verklin versus FOV. FOV is also the guy who was known as Side. I casted his games on BAD Cup 3. He's a pretty good player, I would say. Not like high level player, but he's pretty good, I would say. He goes for Servitor and 2 scouts. I think this is a massive mistake, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, let's see what the opening is for Verklin. Yeah, this is real good for him. However, he's only going 3 scouts, so he goes Servitor and 3 scouts. Then he goes Chapel Barrack. Is he going... So he's going Space Marine and Force Commander first. I think Scout Harass is really good on this map. Just in general in this matchup, it very much feels like who can decap first and stuff. Because Scouts in of itself is not doing that much damage. But good on Side. Do I call him Side of FOV? I call him Side, I think. No, I'm gonna call him FOV. Bob, or whatever. Yeah, regardless, obviously, Verklin is losing 1, but what I mean is, like, going 4 scouts. I think 4 scouts might actually be better. I know it's Blood River, but I still think it's better. Because these Space Marines would have to handle this decap, and another decap coming over here. So these Space Marine squads, being as slow as they are, would be very, very busy around on the map. But regardless though, Verklin is actually getting he's getting a better map control here. He's not controlling his Space Marines in this instance here. He's getting down in a heavy cover, but since FOV actually got the since Bob actually got the first shot, Verklin is gonna lose this one, and especially now where the Force Commander is getting in. I'm gonna call him Bob. I'm just gonna call him Bob.
Defending objective. Marine squad deployed.
It looks like Verklin is gonna go in here, but he's gonna get stunned here by the other Force Commander. He needs to be very careful. Good that he disengaged here. Good response here by Verklin, just instantly canceling the capture here. He has better map control right now, but that can switch very, very fast if he doesn't have the Space Marine coming in here. And he doesn't, and I know why, because he doesn't have the resources right now for it. There's an obvious reason as to why. Oh my god, these scouts should have never ever died there.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, I like the way that Bob is playing here. I'm gonna talk about the openings a little later. I just want to cast this game right now, because I can actually break down what is happening here. So right now, Bob is actually just winning this exchange because he basically just has more power, and Verklin needs to get the hell out of here. Even his Force Commander is not winning this one. I don't know why Verklin is staying here. Ain't no way he can survive this exchange here. He's just numbers-wise. Yeah, this is really, really horrible. This is basically just GG. I know he's getting this relic, but that doesn't matter when your whole army is just getting wiped here.
Defending objective.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
This is a really, really bad situation. Okay. Bob is getting Plasma Generator and Armory. This means he's going tier 1.5. Because otherwise he would just get 2 generators and go tier 2. But he's not. He's going 1 generator and Armory. So this is kind of getting secured here for Verklin, but even FOV or FOV, he can actually get over here and actually tickle this Servitor a little bit. This is a terrible situation here for Verklin. There's a response here that Verkling could have done here. We can break down the whole thing after this.
Beware the alien, the mutant.
Now Plasma Gun is getting in. Are we getting Bionics? Or maybe we already have Bionics.
Fate is our shield. Fate is our shield.
6 minutes.
Somehow I
until
can't
taking
calculate
hold
right now. I
victory.
think he has Bionics buff right now. Yeah, Grenades is getting in here. This is over. Yeah, this is god awful here for Verklin. He cannot he cannot compete with this. He's getting his armory himself.
What would you have me do?
Direct us to the enemy.
Yeah, it's GG. Okay. So before I actually break this down, I just want to say right now, SM versus SM Mira is so annoying to play. I personally... Okay, my bad, guys. I didn't have recording space, so I'm gonna break this down a little bit here. So I think Blood River is such a small map that I think there's only... I was talking about 4 scouts, but I understand why he's not going 4 scouts. Verklin, that is. I actually think, in hindsight, what Fov did here, because I didn't even consider that, but yes, you can go 2 scouts and then Space Marine mass. You can easily do that. That is a pretty decent, if not a very good strategy on this map in SM versus SM. The problem with that opening, though, is that Verkling could just go snipers. And I say just because obviously there's a Force Commander in there. The Force Commander is kind of problematic because he doesn't take that much damage from snipers. The thing is, snipers, if you control them well, can definitely deal some good damage against Space Marine squads. So I think snipers would have been really good for Verklin. Problem for him was he's losing too many scouts, especially when he lost his scout squad up here. So would have been good with snipers for sure. Another thing is, if he goes for 3 scouts and then go offensive, I'm kind of like, then this decap will not be worth it. You need to go 4 scouts in that instance. So then you need to get over here, try and decap here if you can, or get over here and decap for sure. You need to do something, because sending 1 scout squad over here is just gonna lose you 1 or 2 scouts in the process. It's not gonna be much worth it, to be honest. Then I would rather have you just capture your map and then try and contest the relics better, because he has only 1 Space Marine squad. And this Space Marine squad can't be both places. So here you can defend your relic with... what is it? A Force Commander and a Space Marine squad. And down here you can harass Fov with 2 scout squads, because you went 3 scouts. You just have to be aware in that instance, right? And that's without going in here and harassing. Maybe you could be down here actually and do some harassment. This point was delayed for Verklin. Whoops, I was hitting my microphone there. My bad, guys. This point right here. I'm like, if you decap here, you could do the offensive move here and get down here and even make sure that he's not getting this, because he's not getting it. He's already busy capturing this. I would not recommend that, but I'm just saying that is better than just trying to decap, lose some scouts, and then run and do whatever the hell you're doing with those scouts. Just try and win both relics. Now that you have 3 scouts, you're gonna out macro map movements, I'm thinking. Like, you have better mobility. He can't be both places, as I said. You're gonna match him easily until he starts, like, going not a Reno and, like, reinforcing, and the 2nd Space Marine squad is getting in here, and you can't match that because you used what was it, 100 in requisition for just an extra scout squad. And you also reinforced extra, by the way. So that's also why I didn't want you to get down here. So either you go 4 scouts and a force commander, and then you just be a very, very annoying scout player, and you're gonna out movement speed, out mobilize, out mobility. You don't say that in English. You're just gonna be faster. You're gonna kite him, you're gonna outrun him, and you're gonna be super annoying, and you're just gonna decap 24/7. And Fov cannot keep up because he has 2 scouts, and he can't just capture like several points. He can only capture 2 points, and you have 2 scouts. So that's why I feel like 2 scouts is like kind of a mistake. But to be honest, I kind of think that I'll take that a little bit back. Because a Space Marine mass is definitely a way to go. But if you're just decapping and these scouts are, what is it? They're not, well, they're delayed in their capping. Especially this scout squad down here, they need to cap this one. Then you're going force commander first, right? He can just get down here and then harass, so this point will not be captured. So this is what I mean with like, either you do the 4 scout build order, and then try and decap as much as you can, buying your time, get the force commander in here. He's stronger than your the enemy Space Marine squad, so he Gucci, right? And he could just do some harass, and then it's gonna delay this point as well. So that's good harass. You just have to be aware that Fov is going to make a brutal counterattack, and that's where he's just gonna get all his Space Marine squads. You need to not overextend, be patient, maybe give up 1 or maybe 2 relics if it's like worst case scenario, but you shouldn't give up 2 relics. Just don't fight him. Get 1 generator and just 1 generator, no armory here, and then you get snipers. If you do it the other way around and you get the 3 scouts, then you're just gonna do what I said to begin with. Don't go in his base. Just go for the relics instead. And if you do what Bob did, then, yeah, then you're just gonna bash each other to death and see who wins. So that's kind of how I broke this matchup down. I think on bigger maps, I don't think this Space Marine mass here is a good idea. But on short maps like this, I think it's good. Again, guys, I'm just giving you my 2 cents. So let's get into game 2. Verklin, I'm just gonna be real with you guys. He looks very uncomfortable. I think Fov is also playing kind of a brain-dead version of Space Marines. But he did what he needed to do, and I can't take points away just because he's playing like a brain-dead way to play. I've seen pro players play the most brain-dead thing I've ever seen in my life. But that doesn't mean they're bad, you know? That just means they're doing the correct thing. But Verklin, he's just losing too much. He's not realizing when it's not, like, when you have to give up. Like, he already had this relic. There was no point in actually, like, there's no point to actually stay here, but he lost everything, and then it's just GG. So, that's my 2 cents here. That's my point. So, I think Verklin looks a little uncomfortable. I hope he's going to bounce back. Because otherwise, this is going to be very rough. I think Side is also a pretty good Space Marine player, but I think he's beatable for sure. So let's get into this, guys. Let's go for game 2. Right, so for game 2, same matchup on Battle Marshes. As far as I remember, Verklin is actually playing IG. He's signed up as IG, I should say. So I'm actually kind of... Maybe he's not comfortable with IG at all. But if he switched to IG, I would immediately understand it. Like, this would have been an amazing map against Space Marines. But yeah, that's not what we're doing today. Looks like Verklin is actually going for the Space Marine mass opening with 2 scouts. On this map, I would 100%, no doubt in my mind, go for go for 4 scouts. 100%. I would get the outers points, and then get the hell in here and do some harass for sure. But nope, we're not getting it. Oh my god, this is disrespectful by Bob. So he's going for 2 scouts and a generator. And then we'll go for a force commander and then build his listening post on each side. This is disrespectful. Because if there was 4 scout build order, I'm gonna just tell you right now, Fob would probably lose this one. It would be really, really tough, at least. Also, like, Space Marine Mass would actually be really, really good here. Looks like, though, that Fob is actually going a little bit offensive here. Okay. Verklin can easily stop this push here. No reason to cancel here by Verklin. Actually, this is not a bad idea by Fob. He's buying a little bit of time. Also, he sees... Well, he doesn't exactly know, but so far he's kind of sure that there's no generator here. I would hope. These guys are idling right now. Shouldn't be that. So Verklin can actually upgrade a listening post. He could also have built one here if he had captured them in a normal build order, but he's not doing it. Is he gonna get an extra Space Marine squad here? That would be outrageous, I think. He can't do it, though. Okay, he's instantly going tier 1.5. See here, Verklin is going... Okay, I don't get this. Yeah, we can break this down afterwards, but I'm just gonna tell you right now, Verklin is literally gonna lose this game. Okay, so he's putting down some pressure here. Fob's force commander is gonna join the party here. So Verklin is just gonna go ham here. Good on Fob to actually upgrade this listening post here. Because he can just get under the listening post. Grenades will come in here soon for Fob. Verklin needs to get out of here because at some point he knows that this Space Marine squad will be way stronger than him. Yeah, and Plasma Gun just got in here.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a fight here. Fob is definitely gonna lose this. He needs to get the hell out of here. Gonna focus the scouts. I think this is a wipe. It is. More Space Marine squads getting in here, though. Both players are actually capturing their points here. Verklin idling here. He should be capturing this one. I know I'm super critical here, guys, but it is what it is. We're playing a tournament. Okay, so Verklin is getting an armory. His economy is plus 80 to plus 10. Bob is only plus 74 to plus 10, but that's because he's investing a lot in upgrades and Space Marine squads. And yeah, I think Verklin is gonna finally lose here. We even have the Assault Marines because he's in a bad position here. He's gonna lose this. And Verklin is actually down here in the light cover now. But Fob is just gonna murder him here with the Assault Marines. Yeah, Optics getting in here.
Taking damage.
Plus 86 to plus 10. Or 20, I should say.
Taking hits.
74 to plus 10. Not the best economy for Bob. I will definitely say that. But he's just gonna murder Verklin way too hard here. And it doesn't matter with the economy.
Scouts reporting for duty.
This is almost a whole wiped squad here. So this listing post is upgraded, but it's already at half HP. There's even... Okay, it's only 2 squads here. Still fully reinforced.
Taking heavy fire.
The Emperor protects.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Heresy grows from idleness.
What would you have me do?
Yeah, Fob is just gonna go into the face here of Verklin. It's not even going to be funny here.
Beware the alien, the mutant.
Yes, my lord.
Beware the
Yeah, this was an absolute slaughter here. I know I'm not saying much, guys, but I don't know what to say. Like, this is just gonna be a complete obliteration here.
What would you have me do?
Bob is literally just taking millions of damage from this listing post here, but it literally doesn't matter because his army is just way stronger. Good grenades here. I mean, the force commander of Verklin is dead. There's nothing here that Verklin could do at this point. I don't know what he's saying here, but this is a GG. Oh, maybe that was the mathematical sign. I don't remember what it's called, but it doesn't matter. It was GG. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what Verklin is doing. I literally don't understand his thought process. I'm actually trying to figure out what he's doing. Because, like, if he sees... So let's talk about why this generator here is so disrespectful. Let's start with that. So, on this map, if you go Space Marine mass, there is no way that FOV can respond to that whatsoever. Like, literally no way. Because there's only so many listing posts that you can upgrade. But we're not playing on Blood River. We are playing on... we're playing on Battle Marshes. So these listing posts are very spread out. Right? So, yes, you can upgrade this, and then you can upgrade this. That is possible with a generator. But what you're gonna do, if he's just walking in and destroying your generator, and he's gonna destroy this middle point suddenly. And yes, you cannot respond to that, because he's just perma-reinforcing, and your army is very weak compared to his, because you just invested so much into a generator. Now, if it's true that if Verklin doesn't deal enough damage, he's gonna have a problem. Here's the thing, though. If you destroy his generator and this this listing post, and you probably like had a little bit of a trading blows and whatever, you pretty much already won, because he's now in a spot where he needs to do something about your brutal push. So he's gonna reinforce a bunch of his Space Marines to actually match you. What you then do is disengage. Yes, you're gonna take a little bit of damage from this listing post for sure, but you just disengage, just chill, and then You get a generator and go for snipers, because he just invested all in on this Space Marine mass here. And yeah, you just won the game. I know it's different when you're in-game and all of that jazz, but that's 100% what I would have done. Or, again, if you're playing 4 scouts, you are not going to play on 4 points this whole game. It's not going to happen. And even if you do that, let's say you actually do that, then there's no way you're getting the relics as well. Because you have very little army. I'm not saying this generator build is useless in other capacities or other matchups. Battle Marshes is pretty good, for example, to go generator against orcs. Or something like that. You can do that. But specifically in this matchup, you don't do it. It's just so disrespectful. It's really, really bad. Like if Chaos goes Space Marine Raptors, or if they don't go for Nate Colt, they should never start a generator. Never. Like never, never. Because they are going to fight against Space Marines with just so much firepower. And you know what? The same principles apply to the Space Marine Mirror. This is a god-awful situation here. And yeah, Worklin, he's gonna lose because, like, even when he did the Space Marine mass, then randomly he built a plasma generator. Why is he building this? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, to get snipers? I don't even think he's playing snipers. I really try not to be disrespectful to these players because we all are at some level, and I'm not a pro player, and I don't want to trash people. I always keep saying this, but I'm just going to be real with you guys. This was weird, and Brooklyn seems to be a little clueless. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, he needs more practice. He can definitely do better than this. Definitely do better than this. He probably just needs some guidance. Like, he could probably look at this analysis that I'm doing right here, and he would probably be like, okay, I'm gonna do different now. Like, instead, he should have definitely done what I just told him. 4 scouts or just Space Marine Rush. I think 4 scout is the least risky one. Yeah, but that's just my opinion, guys. Yeah, so FOV or FOV, he's gonna move on. We're gonna see who his upcoming opponent is, but Verkland goes down in the losers bracket. So let's get the next best of 3 and see what happens there. Let's go. Right, so the next matchup is going to be El Bandito versus Focus. Tau Empire versus Necrons on Tranquility's End. This matchup is interesting. Yeah, we can talk about that a little bit later. Let's just talk about the openings here. The El Bandito, he starts here on the bottom hand side. He goes for an Earthcast Builder, 2 Stealth Teams, and then Jetpack. Will go for Instant Barrack and Plasma Generator. This looks way different from what Tornado usually does. Is he starting Tau Commander here? I think he does, because... Okay, he actually starts Fire Warriors. Okay. This might be really good because it's getting faster out than a Tau Commander. And we could see... Oh my god, that is so perfect. So he's actually denying potential decaps from these Builder Scarabs, which is very normal in this matchup. But let's talk about the guy who shows up here, which is Focus. Focus, he is... Yeah, he plays Necrons and he goes for all his Scarabs. Looks like he's actually going all in on actually building generators here. Okay, he changed his mind. That's good. He was actually rally pointing on Plasma Generator here. Yeah, so he's going kind of eco-heavy here. This matchup, by the way, I think I've talked about it several times. This matchup is god-awful for Tau. I guess there's certain maps, but I don't think this is one of the maps that's good for Tau whatsoever in this matchup. There are a bazillion reasons why this matchup is god-awful, but the main reasons are... There's a couple of reasons. Let's talk about the main ones. So one, Tau doesn't have a tier 1.5. Necrons has probably the strongest tier 1.5 in the whole game. But the main reason why this matchup is really, really bad is actually in tier 2. So, good decap, by the way, here for Focus. He's gonna disengage here, I hope. Okay, good. But the main reasons are actually... the Necron Lord is just absolutely disgusting against everything that Tau has. Solar Pulse is disgusting. Phylacterary is disgusting. For the most part, Phase Shift is very disgusting. Everything is just... really disgusting. And then on top of that, we have the Wraiths, who literally counter pretty much everything that Tau has. In tier 2, Tau is going Devilfishes. They're getting detected by the Wraiths, and then it's gonna be one-shot by the Immortals. It's just so... It is so outrageously bad, this matchup. And speaking of Focus, like, Focus is a really good Necron player. He's not, like, the top of all the Necron players, but he's definitely a good Necron player. And I've seen El Bandito lose to, like, Necron players that is not very high level, so... whenever I cast El Bandito, I don't know what it is. He always loses, or usually has bad performances or whatever. I think, yeah, BAD Cup 3, he had, with all due respect, like, for his standard, a god-awful, performance. There's no way that he should lose in BAD Cup the way that he did, which makes no sense to me because he's such a strong Tau player. But he's also going in here with these Vespers, almost actually destroys this plasma generator, knocks away the builders here, but the Necron warriors are actually ready. That's good. This summoning core is going to be done. Okay. Actually, really good pressure here for El Bandito regardless, though. Almost half HP on the Necron Lord. Let's look at his economy. 86 to plus 10. Now getting the second generator here. Yeah, so he has all his points. Upgraded this listing post here. So it looks real good for him. Like, he's not under pressure in the very early game. That's really, really good. He's gonna jump in here again. Also, this Ghost Turret actually was forced to be built for Focus. Just needs to be careful, El Bandito, that he doesn't lose his Vespers like that. Let's see the strategy. Both strategies are very normal against Tau. You can go for tier 1.5 or you can go for tier 2. And Focus, he has already made his choice. He's going tier 2. El Bandito is kind of floating here a little bit. In BAD Cup 3, he actually went for a tier 2, super early tier 2. One where he got tier 2 in 2 minutes or whatever it was. It was really ridiculous. That backfired really badly, but here I don't think it's bad because Focus is actually getting tier 2 himself. So El Bandito is transitioning into tier 2 just fine. But this would have been god-awful if Necrons just went with tier 1.5. I'm not gonna lie, I actually think El Bandito has a pretty decent early game here. I think Focus, however, is definitely gonna make this counterattack work. Yeah, Forbidden Archive comes in, so now all the disgusting Necron Lord upgrades is getting in here. 350 float right now. So we're gonna get Wraiths and hopefully Wraith Flight for Focus. Wraiths are basically unkillable in this matchup. I remember it as 80% damage reduction,
6 minutes until taken.
which is ridiculous, by the way. I think according to the Wiki, Necron Lord has a reduction in range by 60. But I think it's actually in reality 40. for the phylactery, the range damage. But look at him. He's just walking up like this. Ain't no way that this should be possible, right? Base shift right now. I think Focus is low-key trolling, though. There's no way that he's actually, like, walking up and taking so much damage. But he's still buying time regardless. What a weird solo pulse by Focus here. I swear, Focus is a really good Necron player, so this is weird to me. He needs to teleport instantly out. Yeah, just have a decap here. That would be real good. Also, these Vespers are low-key actually being very effective right now. Good decap here. More and more Wraiths, however, will get in here. Oh my god, these Necron Warriors died here. That is not good here. Obviously, all the upgrades for El Bandito is probably already in here.
Will strike the killing blow. Fire team is ready. Keep firing, keep firing.
Disgusting damage here from these Fire Warriors. When they get the advanced pulse rifle, then they're real good. Again, these Vespers will probably go for this Ghost Turret, actually. Yeah, this is real good. They're just gonna knock away the Scarabs here. Yeah, and Focus teleports back, but it's kind of a bit too late here. And meanwhile, El Bandito is just gonna put more pressure on him.
Four minutes until taking hold victory.
Wraiths are out. He just needs more of them. I'm not sure if these Necron Warriors are necessary right now. He should just get more. He should definitely just get more Wraiths. Vehicle beacon. Yeah, these Builder Scarabs are just getting obliterated here. This is real good performance here by El Bandito. Not taking anything away from him. He's super solid here. Really good gameplay here.
Pick your target.
Now the Necron Warrior upgrade here.
Devilfish transport ready.
Interesting choice. And then he's getting... Okay, so that's why he's going for Necron Warrior Mass. Enhanced disruption field is coming in here. So Necron Warrior upgrade 2.
Our duty calls, Shasla.
Vespet for sure taking some damage here. Problem for Focus right now is he does not have an answer for these Devilfishes. That's coming in.
Cadre is counting on us.
It's already one here.
Carrier ready for action.
Destroyers. Focus is in such a bad spot. However, he has the second Necron Warrior upgrade here. So he's gonna deal really good damage. Really tanky Necron Warriors. But what is he going to do when his base is just being completely bombarded here? Going to have an engagement in here. Nicely done here by El Bandito. He already has one Fusion Blaster here. Pretty good. Very good, in fact. His stealth teams need to disengage. Oh, that's not good. Just losing a stealth team like that. Good decap here, however. It's not going to be enough with this Devilfish. The economy is still good for El Bandito. He's now plus 86. And plus 70 here for Necrons. I don't know, man. Like, this...
They cannot hope.
Damn. Okay, so this Wraith is gonna take a lot of damage. Or tank a bunch of damage, but these Necron Warriors is gonna get focused when they walk up. Good, this Destroyer is actually low-key doing a lot of damage right now. El Bandito needs to disengage here. This is too much damage right now coming from Focus. Getting Pathfinders, that's really good. I think somehow he lost his Pathfinders. I didn't notice. We need Immortals. Yeah, we're getting Immortals here for Focus. Okay. He can actually put some really good pressure right now. He just needs his army to be put together. Again, kind of a weird solar pulse here.
First cannon, fire! Pin them down and eliminate them.
Model's gonna take some damage. They're very exposed right here. By the way, I didn't talk about it, but Focus has secured this one. Looks like Focus is gonna go on the offense here. But in comes a Barracuda here. That's really, really, really good. Barracudas forces Immortals to get back, or at least an upgraded Ghost Turret to do something here, because these Plasma Generators are gonna get completely destroyed. But I like this by Focus. He's gonna make a huge push here. Not sure if it will work out, but I like that he's throwing down the gauntlet here. Oh, these Immortals are getting completely sniped here. Another Fire Warrior squad actually being built here. Looks like Focus is actually focusing, no pun intended, on economy. But he should be destroying this Tau Barrack, to be honest. Okay, decent Solar Pulse here, however. This is definitely more efficient. He's gonna try and destroy this listing post. I just don't think he gets it in time. Look at all this firepower here from El Bandito. It's really, really good. Decent phase shift, however. Gonna be a good decap here. No, he's not getting the decap. It's getting blocked here by El Bandito. Really, really good. Bit of a fumble here. We're gonna have a decap here. Brave can actually just phase shift this one, but he doesn't phase shift. Oh my god. I do believe you can phase shift while decapping. Or do you have to phase shift before the decap? Either way, that was not too good. And now the Necrolord is going down. Oh my god. This looks really good for El Bandito. He's playing this really, really well. El Bandito is almost playing flawlessly. Yeah, now Focus is just in such a bad spot. He has one Immortal squad, and then he got Tomb Spider. But this Tomb Spider should, like, it should be around here or something, because that's where all the bodies are. There's not a lot of bodies in the base right now. Okay, good Solar Pulse. Necrolord got spawned. He revived from here, and then he gets back in here. Good Solar Pulse. Needs to focus this Devilfish immediately, these models. They can almost one-shot this troop carrier. Almost. I say almost. Toon Spider actually getting in here. I think this is time for Toon Spider to actually get over here. But looks like these Immortals are getting marked. They're getting completely obliterated. And this Necrolord is single-handedly on the front line. He's not having a good time right now. All these Necro Warriors getting completely destroyed. Nah. El Bandito's just too solid right now. I need to look from his perspective, because he has the Devilfishes everywhere. Yeah, Focus can't do anything. He's under so much pressure right now. This is really solid performance here by El Bandito. Getting Immortals in. Yeah, Toon Spider's going down. Everything is just falling apart here for Focus. Look at all this damage going down on Focus. It's so disgusting to watch. Okay, we get attack scarabs right here. Okay. The game is just over. Damn. I'm gonna just tell you right now. So, El Bandito played flawlessly. I think this was such a good performance by him. I really like that. Because I really, like, I'm not joking. Every single time I cast El Bandito, I just feel like he loses for no apparent reason. And I always wonder why. It's like whenever I cast him, it goes south. And you might be like, you have games where he's winning. Yeah, of course, it's not every single time. Like, I'm over-exaggerating. I'm just saying, in general. There's even a game I casted together with Jakes. He has never put out the video where I casted with him. We did a co-cast at some point. And yeah, you're never going to see that co-cast, sadly. But that was also a game where he played against, like, a really, like, a good Space Marine player, but he's, like, he was not supposed to lose to that. And then he just got completely obliterated. And I remember just me and Jakes was like, why is it that every time we cast El Bandito, he always loses? Like, El Bandito is such a good player. I just don't get it, right? This is the El Bandito I know. This is the El Bandito that I know. This amazing player. He played flawlessly. However, I will say, I've also watched a couple of Focus games. I've even played against Focus, I think. At least 1 or 2 times. He's a very strong Necron player. No, he's not Bloody Monster, but he's kind of then Superman level, I would say. Maybe I'm tripping, but I would say so. And Focus can do better than this, for sure. Because I don't know what this Necron Lord Solar Pulse weird shenanigans going on here, what that was. Taking random damage without doing anything, phase shifting late. That's at least how I remember it. Also, going tier 2, but then not really doing... Yeah, there's just too many weird. Then he went for Necron Warrior upgrade, I guess. Yeah, it was just too weird. There's like plays and pushes I don't get. He went for instantly second upgrade for Necron Warriors, which I don't mind. It's just... I don't think it's gonna cut it, especially not when vehicles is getting in here. Suddenly you need immortals, but models are just gonna get one shot, and I felt like Focus should do more damage in the early game for sure. If he knows, which he doesn't know because this is a guessing game, but if he knows that El Bandito is going tier 2, you should go tier 1.5. But it's okay to go tier 2 because tier 2 is also the moment where El Bandito should actually have the most problems. I just think Focus lost too many Necron Warriors randomly here and there. He lost so much HP on the Necron Lord for no reason. I'm super critical of Focus because I know this is not his level. He can do way better than this, I would say. I've seen Focus do some really great stuff against pro players as well, where he's definitely looking really strong, so Focus can definitely do his thing. Yeah, I don't... Randomly, I'm blanking right now, but I felt like there was just so many moments where Focus just lost so many units for no reason. There's a moment where one of his Necron Warriors got wiped. I can't remember what that was, but I was also thinking, you have to teleport, just get back. But yeah, El Bandito, it played really well. I don't know why I'm blanking so much. Normally I can remember what happens in these games, but somehow I'm actually low-key blanking on this one. I just felt like El Bandito played super well and he was on top, never under pressure, which he 100% should be. Focus can do way better. I don't even give a damn. He is doing way better than this. Hopefully. Let's get to game 2 and see what happens in that one, guys. All right. So for game 2, Focus chose to go for Fallen City Remastered. He's going up against El Bandito in this one. Again, playing Tau. I'm not sure. I do think that a lot of Necron players, they actually like this map. I've noticed that, not that they think this is the best map ever, but I think turret rushes can be a thing here. They're not getting destroyed in the same way with having to capture each side here. Worst case scenario, they're probably just gonna decap someone instead. Yeah, I think this is an okay Necron map. Not amazing, but I think it's pretty good. Again, not really sure. I think also teleporting back and forth between the outer points here is pretty good. So yeah, whatever. Focus, he's going for all his scarabs, right? Yeah, all his scarabs, at least so far. And then he goes for a Necron Warrior right after. El Bandito, on the other hand, he actually went for... yeah, 3 stealth suits. I'm not sure about the order in which he did in this HQ, but he definitely went for 3 stealth suits. I'll say the meta is usually 2 stealth suits, an Earthcast builder, and then a 3rd stealth team, and then he gets jetpacks. And then Force Commander, obviously, first. Yeah, good decap here by Focus. This is really, really good. And he's capturing this as well. El Bandito, as far as I remember, against Tau, or against Necrons, he goes for Flamer, which he actually does here, and then he just does a lot of damage specifically with Tau Commander. And then sometimes he rushes tier 2 in the process, but I don't think it's a good idea here. He's gonna jump in here. He can definitely kill these scarabs for sure. With the Flamer, obviously. See economy on both sides. 56 to plus 10. El Bandito upgrading this listening post. Gonna build one here. Capturing this relic. That's really good. Gonna go for this critical location. Focus. Getting the Necron Lord and then 2 Necron Warriors right after. Building this obelisk, that's pretty good. Getting a summoning core here, plus 60 coming in here. This looks like a tier 1.5 rush. Usually you would see a plus 70 being built very soon here. Well, he could still go that, but it looks like he's going for the... he's floating a little bit, so he's going for the tier 1.5 here. Let's see if he does so. Not so far. Yeah, okay, so he's doing it right now. So he's gonna push here, I think. Otherwise, this is straight trolling. He needs to push El Bandito right here. As I've said a Sicilian times, no tier 1.5 for Tau. And Necrons has one of, if not the strongest tier 1.5, so... you should really, really push hard on Tau on this one. It's a very valid strategy. Gonna get a good decap here, I think. El Bandito is gonna lose this for sure. Gonna stack some Fire Warriors here. Focus is not... okay, he's getting... okay, so he's not getting more and more generators. He's just gonna stick with plus 60. He's doing a Den Superman. He doesn't care about the plus 70 right now. Which makes sense in tier 1.5. You just want to go really ham right here. But I think Bloody Monster normally just goes for plus 70 anyway. Necron Lord definitely buying some time. These Flayed ones getting in here. Necron Warriors also getting in here. Yeah, now he gets the plus 70. So good that he doesn't delay it. However, El Bandito is definitely getting this. Okay, now needs to get out of here. Instead, pushing over here. I really like this, to be honest. Okay, so he teleported back the flayed ones. It looks like El Bandito is actually going for tier 2 here. If Focus realizes that this is going on, he is going to absolutely murder El Bandito here. But honestly, he's actually low-key doing it already. He denied this. He keeps denying this. This is a plus 86 here for El Bandito. And I'm not gonna lie, when I watch El Bandito's army right now, this doesn't look like something that can stop this complete onslaught here from Focus. Potentially everything is gonna die. By the way, I didn't mention it, but I think a stealth team actually died here or something. Yeah, this is going to be brutal. Oh my god, El Bandito, you're under such pressure right now. He's kiting as much as he can, but look at this. He's gonna lose all of this. And this is LP2, and he's gonna get decapped, hopefully, for him. Focus is right now here with the Scarabs. He's gonna lose all these generators as well. Yeah, this is nasty. El Bandito kind of realizes it, so he's getting an extra plasma generator. Now the Pathfinders are right in here. So now Focus knows that he's playing against a tier 2 Tau right now. Good decap here. El Bandito's economy is a basura. It is garbage. It's really, really bad right now.
Six minutes until take and hold victory.
Yeah, advanced pulse rifle. It costs 100 power right now, which is such a bad timing right now for him, because he has literally no power. These Builder Scarabs are a little bit on a kamikaze mission here. Try to decap this, not happening. So El Bandito's army is not bad whatsoever. I just think he's not in the same position. Okay, El Bandito actually tried to build this thermoplasma generator. Not happening. I'm not gonna lie. Focus should definitely realize there's something fishy going on over here. He is, however, going tier 2. Also getting the Forbidden Archive. I think Focus is in a really, really good spot right now. Can't say the same for El Bandito. 74 to plus 10. This is god-awful. He wants to get to vehicles, but he's not gonna cut it. He has no power. He has very little requisition as well.
Cut them down.
Good phase shift here. He probably bought it instantly because this Forbidden Archive wasn't done yet. So now he's just defending this obelisk right now. Looks like he's doing a counterattack, by the way, over here. Again, not realizing what's going on down here.
The target is ours.
But then again, I don't think, like, it could have been here, and he probably didn't even go that deep to see.
The Cadra will crush them.
El Bandito has to respond here. Yeah, nasty solar pulse here, also helping a lot. Blade One's getting in here.
Concentrate fire.
Good decap here with the critical locations as well. It's gonna hurt El Bandito's economy even more. Pathfinders actually marked these flayed ones, but it's not doing anything because every single fire warrior doesn't have time to fire. They are having to use all their time to just run. Focus is relentless. I really, really like it. More Wraiths is coming in here. This is going to be a nightmare here for El Bandito. I am just telling you guys right now. So it looks like Focus actually disengaged a little bit here, but he should be realizing that Tao is getting up here, helping out. So now El Bandito actually got time to actually build this listing post.
Looks like we're in for a fight. The way. Make every shot count. Watch your flanks.
Okay, Necrolord actually getting that. This is good by Focus. I really, really like it. It's super, super good that he switches that. Because Tao is all up here, and now he's just going for this. He needs to have these Scarabs actually decap. I know they're capturing this, but honestly, he should just be here and decap this immediately. By the way, El Bandito just got the vehicle beacon. Impressive. Oh, no way he got this thermoplasma. No way he actually got it. That's such a good choice to go for this thermoplasma generator. I really like this by Focus, I'm not gonna lie, but it's definitely... It's not done yet, I'm not gonna lie. I think El Bandito has an opportunity to win. He just have to, you know, pull a rabbit out of his hat or something. Immortal's getting in here. Focus has seen everything here. He must be realizing that the Platform of Enlightenment is down here. But he's very much into, like, this is a very intense game, so maybe he's not thinking about it right now. What the hell are they shooting at? Oh, okay, interesting. Well, they're focusing this vehicle beacon regardless. Oh my god, these flayed ones are getting completely murdered here. El Bandito is kiting really well. He's not losing too much. This vehicle beacon is probably going down, I think. A lot of Necro Warriors actually dying in the process. Necrolord needs to be very, very careful, though. He should yeah, exactly, get Solar Pulse in here. These builders should be focused here, but they're not getting focused whatsoever. Wraith actually getting in here. Good phase shift here for the Wraith. Now, finally, these Earthcast builders is getting focused. Okay, good phase shift here. Needs to teleport back immediately. Actually going up here with the he does not realize this tier 2, I guess. Imagine if this tier 2 was being bombarded with immortals right now, or a turd or whatever. And not having the vehicle beacon El Bandito that is right now. That would be disgusting. Building a turret here, okay. Another Wraith actually getting killed and then reviving. Oh my god. This is also one of the most annoying things with Wraiths. If you finally kill it after having to kite it for 1,000,000 years, and then you try to switch, then suddenly the Wraith is just reviving and then you have to deal with it again. Again, kind of a bad Solar Pulse here. Focus still could lose this. He does, however, have this one that's real good. He doesn't have the global, by the way.
Don't let the prey get away.
So this position got destroyed here. El Bandito is still in this game. He was under such disgusting pressure, but he's really accumulating, or what's it called? He's very efficient with his resources. He's not losing too much. Not more than necessary. Yeah. Focus is not realizing this right now. I actually think El Bandito still has a real chance. As I said, really bad economy, but his power economy is pretty good. And that's what's mostly needed right now for El Bandito. He just needs power. He already has real good infantry right now. Let's see where the Necron Lord and stuff is. Okay, so finally he realizes he can take this Ghost Herd and just upgrade it. That'll be enough, I would say. El Bandito is still in here. I think he has played really defensively well. I would even say that El Bandito has played flawlessly once again. I can't believe that El Bandito is still in this game. I cannot believe it. He's also getting a Barracuda. That is really good. Yeah, Ghost Herd getting upgraded here. But El Bandito could actually get over here and disrupt it. But then he's going to have to make a choice here because he's definitely going to lose way too much in the process. Yeah, he takes the trade here. He understands that he's going to lose this area very, very soon. Because this is just going to get upgraded to Ghost Herd. And that'll be just enough. And he don't want to lose his Thermoplasma Generator. That would be terrible. Then he's just going to go way down to +10. Okay. Decent Solar Pulse. Yeah, now this Path of Enlightenment is going to get completely destroyed. No reason to get another Ghost Herd, though. Focus is all in on his tier 2 here. Okay, but El Bandito actually in time gets his Kaon command post. That is so good. As far as I remember, tier 3 is where Tau actually starts getting a slight advantage. Because they just deal too much damage. They start getting really, really good units. The Hound Pack, even if they want to do that. The Necrolord just dies for absolutely no reason here for Focus. I think he meant to actually go for the phase shift here. Oh my god, El Bandito needs to kite all day long. And he does actually indeed, but we have a Tomb Spider actually in here. The Tomb Spider could be so effective right now if it ended up being down here. But even here, it would be real good. El Bandito just somehow is still surviving. He hasn't had these 2 points for most of this game. Let's see here. Focus. Again, no. I'm so shocked that he doesn't go for the global here, to be honest. Revived his Necron Lord here. Okay, we're getting attack scarabs. Pretty good against Barracuda here, obviously. El Bandito immediately disengages. Yeah, pretty good kiting here. Did he just upgrade? Okay. He upgraded both Ghost Herds, actually. El Bandito is actually... He's actually gonna finish this Kaon command post. His problem is he needs the Path of Enlightenment. Because otherwise he can't get the ridiculous upgrades that Tau gets in tier 3. Another Tomb Spider being built here. Yes, 3 Tomb Spider. Is he for real? Okay. And a Ghost Herd here. Yeah, these attack scarabs are gonna get completely obliterated. Yeah, Path of Enlightenment getting in here. Damn, I'm not gonna lie. I am so shocked that El Bandito is just so solid. He's not doing weird things. He's not making big mistakes whatsoever. Yeah, and Tomb Spider is probably gonna go down here, but the phase shift actually saves it. Good repair here. Focus might actually end up going in. Let's see if these Vespers actually chooses to go for this turret. Or they choose to actually go in here and fight. Focus is actually low-key losing this game. El Bandito, you're such a monster, dude.
Prey, get away. Deploy and secure this position. Deploy and secure this position.
Okay, these Vespers are gonna get killed here because of the Ghost Turret and the Wraith. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't see the play anymore for Focus. I don't see how he's gonna win this.
Devilfish swim silently.
Oh my god, targeting optics. This is gonna be so nasty. More and more Wraiths. Good solar pulse here. Focus is going range with these Tomb Spiders. It's pretty good because these particle projectors are really good in range, actually.
Eliminating targets. They cannot hope to win.
El Bandito, still questionable economy, actually.
Cut them down.
Not the worst backdoor here, to be honest, by Focus. He's kind of trying to split El Bandito, I guess. Blade One's getting into the mix here. Now this Tomb Spider, however, is going to get Focus phase shift. Might actually get in here. No, it's over. It's used already. Nah, this is so nasty by El Bandito. He's gonna have to kite for his life, but I think he can definitely do it. He has so much firepower to do so. This is not an upgraded Ghost Turret yet. This is so nasty. Focus cannot even touch El Bandito. He cannot break through. Oh my god, El Bandito, don't say you did this. The second monolith is getting in here, but there's no tier 3, no signs of tier 3 for Focus. And he has lost all momentum, all tempo. He has lost everything here. Meanwhile, El Bandito is just gonna get stronger and stronger. No way that El Bandito... Wow. I don't know what to say, guys. I'm actually just shocked right now. El Bandito has just been playing so well here. I don't see the plan anymore by Focus. He has plus 100. He could go for tier 3, I guess. But he's so behind in tech. El Bandito might as well go tier 4 very soon.
Deploy and secure this position.
Look at all this army from El Bandito. It is so disgusting to watch right now. Focus, another wave is coming in here. And look at this. Look at all this damage coming from El Bandito. This is unplayable, bruh. Coalition Center getting in here. Ethereal with bodyguards is just gonna be so nasty. Solar Pulse is good here, but it's not even gonna cover everything that Tau has. This is so nasty to watch. Look at Focus. He can't even penetrate anything. He walks up and he's just gonna get murdered. Nah. Nah, Vesper's even jumping in here being a little bit annoying. I can't believe this. Tier 3 has just gone in here for Focus. Okay, finally Focus has the global, by the way. Nah. I am so shocked. El Bandito is such a monster, dude. And now he's just gonna push, knock on the door of Focus. Focus has no answer for this. El Bandito has been playing like a patient man, I must say, even getting the crew shaping center now. Nah. No way. Look at all this army from El Bandito. This is so disgusting to watch right now. Look at Necrolord. He's so done. He's even marked here. He teleports out with 600 HP. Thermoplasma generator being rebuilt here by El Bandito. His economy is amazing now. I don't know. Focus is just throwing down a Hail Mary here. This game is for sure very soon over. Honestly, if I was Focused right now, I would just say GG. I like the fact that he keeps on trying. But this game is over. Ethereal is even getting in here. Bodyguards are getting in here. Holy, look at this onslaught here from El Bandito. I don't know why Focus is not leaving. I'm not gonna lie with you guys. This has been GG for such a long time. I know he's getting the monolith, okay? We can be super hyped about this. Wow, what a monolith here. But it's gonna do absolutely nothing. It's gonna do absolutely nothing. All El Bandito has to do is just chill. No worries. I'm just gonna get Crude Hound Pack. I mean, this army could even compete with this monolith, no joke. It's alone, it's not doing much. Crude Shaper here. Nah. El Bandito is building units we normally never ever see. He's so ahead, bruh. Target lock. I'm actually shocked he hasn't had that upgrade before now. What you are watching right now is just pure dominance right now, Batao. Look at El Bandito and all of his vision right now. He owns more than half of the map at this point. Monolith will buy some time. El Bandito can just get in his base and destroy all his plasma generators if he wants. I think he will do it right now. No way. Yeah, every single generator is gonna go down here. See, Focus has 104 right now. It's gonna go down to, I don't know, the 30s or the 40s. Actually get the heavy destroyer here. Heavy destroyer is pretty good against both devilfishes and barracudas. Pariahs as well. I'm actually shocked Focus hasn't left this game. I feel like he's just extending this game. Focus is keep on sending raves. But it's not the economy that is the problem about El Bandito. It's the fact that his army looks like this. And now this Monolith is just gonna get focused here by everything that El Bandito got. And I guess Focus is gonna try and disengage here. But he's just extending the inevitable, because in comes all the army here for El Bandito, and he's just gonna absolutely obliterate this Monolith right now. Yeah, this game is over. Monolith will go down. It's time to call it. Yeah, nothing to be said here. It's a GG, and Focus knows it. What the fuck did El Bandito just do? He's not supposed to survive this. Ain't no way he's supposed to survive this. I think one of the biggest mistakes was that Focus, he didn't realize that this Path of Enlightenment was down here. If he put down the Ghost Turret earlier, he would have probably won. No, I will guarantee you he would have won this game. Because El Bandito, he might have built the first vehicle beacon, but he wouldn't be able to build the second. Because this Path of Enlightenment would have been gone. He wouldn't be able to build it. And he had terrible economy in the first place. It just got worse and worse. Also, this thermoplasma generator that he built, like, that was just a sneak build. He was under so much pressure and he just got it anyway. Man. I was just like, after 20 minutes, I just knew that El Bandito was going to win this game because Focus just lost all his momentum. And I felt like he just extended the game for the next the next 10 minutes. Because by then, it was just over. As soon as I saw this Kaon command post being built, I was just like, yeah, this game is over. Because if we get to tier 3 somehow for Tau, they'll probably win against Necrons. Necrons, again, pretty good late game, but I actually think people overreact. Like, they think it's the best late game ever. And don't get me wrong, I think it's good in team games, I would assume, but in 1v1s, it's nothing special. It's not as insane as Tau, at least. It's not like IG or Tau. Even Space Marines has, like, a really, really good late game as well that can match Necrons for sure. Man, I don't know, like, this... Damn. I think, okay, I realize why he doesn't, okay? We are in a very heated game. He's going all in. He's pressuring El Bandito so much. He went very deep in here. And he didn't realize, hey, wait, where's the Path of Enlightenment? It can't be up here because I've just obliterated him. Where is it? Oh, it must be down here, you know? He also had some Immortals at some point that was walking all the way down here. I was just like, get over here, mate, please. Yeah, I actually think that is the small mistakes that, well, it's, the result of it is big mistakes. Like, it's massive mistake, but I think it's like small, to be honest, because a lot of players would do this. A lot of players would be missing these kinds of things. Also, regardless of Focus doing these mistakes, Focus is also playing against an absolute monster of a Tau player. I am so happy, by the way, that El Bandito shows up like this. El Bandito is an amazing Tau player. I've been telling you guys all the time, and he... Yeah, this is the El Bandito I know. This is absolutely the El Bandito that I know. Such a great player. He is one of the best Tau players we have. 100%. Very, very strong Tau player. And there should be no questions about, like, whether or not he's top 3 right now on the server in terms of the levels of Tau. He's a very, very strong Tau player. Has always been a very strong Tau player. So I am so happy that he showed up like this against focus for sure. So, we have El Bandito against Bob, right? Okay. So we're gonna get Space Marines versus El Bandito. Going to be interesting. They met in BAD Cup 3, didn't they? No, that was Tornado against Bob. That's right. Oh, at the time he was called Side. Regardless, man. So let's get to the next one. Let's get to Yang Wen Li versus Ashura. So let's do that one instead. And then we can do El Bandito versus Bob. But absolutely great performance here by El Bandito. By the way, Tau is such a cool... It's such a cool race. I love it. Amazing performance here by El Bandito. Let's move on to the next series. This was insane by him. He looks so good. Let's go. Okay, so the first game is going to be Ashura, aka Chica. I'm not even gonna try. Ashura versus Yang Wen Li. Tau versus Dark Eldar on Consecrated Gardens. Okay, I'm excited. I really like this map. Well, in terms of design, I don't know if I haven't played it yet, and I've casted very little so far on this map, so I don't know what to say yet about it, but so far I think it looks really great. Let's see here how Chica is going to make this work, because he is going up against Dark Eldar, and Dark Eldar is usually not fun for Tau whatsoever. He is going for... Oh, he's going for Vespits, okay. But no troops, I guess. But wouldn't... Yeah, okay. Just Vespits then. And then on the bottom hand side here, we got Yang Wen Li. Yang Wen Li is going for... Okay, interesting. So he goes for 2 Mandrakes. Gonna capture an outer point, I guess. Which is already really risky. But then he went for Dark Foundry. Plasma Generator. Will he go for Hellions or... Yeah. So he will go for Hellions, but then also get the Homunculus Laboratory. That is very normal against Tau, for sure. Vespits on this map, I would assume, is super good. I would actually almost say it's a no-brainer. This and this and this is spread out. Same with the Relic and stuff. It's pretty good. This one as well. And this generator not having the best time either. Good decap here for Ashura. This, however, is going down. So Hellions are gonna hunt down these Vespits here. I think they have to disengage at some point, though. Gonna jump over here, but there's not really anything. Okay, good decap again.
The target is ours.
Yang Wen Li is just capturing his map, but he's gonna do it very slowly. These Vespits are really not being controlled very well. In fact, it's really bad. Yeah, he's gonna be very careful here, because Yang will just do some very nasty counterattack here, I think.
Prosper as Tau shall.
Yeah, Tau Commander is out, but he's gonna get jumped for sure. Meanwhile, the Plasma Generator here of Ashura here is really not gonna have a good time here either. These Vespers are super low, by the way. Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare here for Ashura here. Jet bikes will get into the mix. Oh, this is god-awful here. This is one of the positions that Dark Eldar can put Tau in, and Tau will probably never get out of it. Troops are not gonna do much here whatsoever. Extra Plasma Generator here. That Plasma Generator being destroyed here for Yang is kind of the only reason why Yang hasn't won yet, but oh my god. Because otherwise he would have a lot of jet bikes right now. Okay, Cruiser getting in here though. but they're not that tanky right now. Instead, the plasma generator just goes down, and this Tau Commander is not being controlled good enough here. But then again, he has been taking a beating for such a long time. Nah. This is disgusting. Vespits are gonna take loads of damage here. No idea what Ashura is saying here, but he can't be happy. Okay, I'm not gonna say much in terms of how this matchup is going. I'm just gonna say that I'm just gonna say the obvious things that Ashura shouldn't have done. For example, there's no reason that he fights, what was it, Hellions and later on the jet bike and stuff. Just take the plasma generator and then get the hell out of here. I'm also not sure if he had the smarter cap order. Maybe he should also have invested in some of these listening posts. One thing that I would also say, for example, is this generator, for example, that he built should be closer to this point so he can upgrade this point to actually defend it and stuff. Like, there's some few things here and there that I definitely think that Ashura could have done. But he didn't do it, and instead just Yang, just because he's playing Dark Eldar on a relatively short map. Oh, by the way, I think this is actually a really good Dark Eldar map. I just didn't think about it. Yeah, I think it's pretty good, actually. Yeah, not bad, actually, at all, because spread out points at actually kind of a lot of terrain-ish. It's not, like, heavy terrain whatsoever, but there's, like, things you can jump over and stuff. It's not just... Yeah, it's not a flat map whatsoever. Yeah, I kind of F with this map, at least how it looks. I'm not sure how it feels to play. I'm gonna have to see some more games on it. It's a very, very interesting map. But regardless, though, I think there's a pretty good Dark Eldar map, and I think this was not the map to go for if you are Ashura. But they ended up going for it anyway, so GG. But yeah, play way more defensive if you are Ashura here. It's fine going for the plasma generator. Just do know that Yang Wen Li is coming for you, and he's gonna absolutely destroy you. I think it was very important that that generator got destroyed, because it limits it down to 2 Reaver jet bikes and not 3. And then later on he would get this slave chamber, and then there's like 6 jet bikes in your base. But still, the generator was good. Just more defensive, I would say. And then get some fire warriors and let them be focused and buy some time. I'm not even sure if the Croots is a good idea. I know Tau players go for Croots, but I just feel like they don't do much in terms of fighting Dark Eldar. They're pretty decent, but they're not gonna deal significant damage. But then again, like, same with the Fire Warriors. It's just a terrible situation in general for Tau. So let's see. I hope that Ashura is gonna get a better map, because this is not it. This is definitely not it. So let's get to game 2 and see what happens in that one instead. Okay. So the second one is going to be on Bloody Hell. Again, same matchup. Let's see here if Ashura can actually bounce back. Ashura, he starts on the left side, and he goes for 2 stealth teams, separated by a nerf cast builder in this queue order. Also, a Tau barrack getting in here. Let's see if he goes for the Vespid opening again. I think Vespids is pretty good on this map. I would even say they're just as good on this map, if not better. I'm not sure about better, but they're definitely valuable on this one. I have seen Tau players go for Croots. I could see that as a possibility. Sometimes it also depends on what Dark Eldar does. And speaking of Dark Eldar, let's look at that. Okay. Jiangwen Li is actually going for 2 Mandrakes, Hollow Blood, and Slave Chamber. Oh, I like that. Oh, this is the most brutal opening you can do as Dark Eldar. It is so all in, and it makes and breaks very, very early games. So, Ashura needs to be very, very careful here. But he's going up against Yang Wen Li. Yang Wen Li is not supposed to be easy for him whatsoever. I think there is, as far as I understand, like a super... I'm not saying a huge skill gap, but there's definitely a skill gap. So, Ashura needs to play his top level here. He's actually gonna hunt the Mandrakes to avoid them taking down this Tau Barrack here. And he's getting Fire Warriors. Okay, interesting play. Warrior squad. Oh, looks like he actually ended up building an extra Mandrake. Okay, Vespit's finally jumping over and actually be able to be a little offensive here. That's good. First warrior squad is out. Again, these guys are super strong in terms of DPS. Really squishy though, so needs to control them very well. Okay. Looks like... Okay, interesting here. So we actually get a jump here to destroy the slave chamber and a good decap here, actually. Self team are gonna have to disengage. Okay, good on Ashura. So this one is gonna get destroyed for sure. So the plasma generator goes down here for Ashura. It's not a very good situation here. He's not controlling his fire warriors just yet. He needs to get... Yeah, exactly. That's good. Get onto the listing post. But you still have to kite, though. Vespit's getting back in. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's really good that he jumps back with the Vespits. Because he doesn't want to lose too much in his base. A lot of people would just stay here with the Vespits and deal damage with them. By the way, he needs to be careful with them, though. Vespits are strong, but they're not impossibly... They're not impossible to actually kill. Fire Warrior's definitely taking some damage. Tau Commander out. Okay. Okay, so Mandrake's actually getting pushed out. I actually think right now, just right now, Ashura has a real good defense here. I'm actually shocked that he goes for this and not goes up here. Maybe it's because he realizes that these Mandrakes might kill him. But like, at least get up here and actually look what's happening, I would say. If he's capturing or not. Them staying here is not going to do much, I think. So we have a crap ton of warriors right now. No generator so far from Yang Wen Li. That is very out there. Okay. Looks like he's gonna jump in here. Bit of a misclick here by Ashura, not too good. And his Vespers is gonna take so much damage right now. Oh my god, this is brutal. He gets out in the nick of time. Ashura is under such brutal pressure right now. 86 to plus 20. Getting back in with the Vespits, okay. More and more Fire Warriors getting into the mix, actually. I'm not gonna lie, I actually think this is some of the best I've ever seen Ashura play. It's always nice to see players improve significantly at their play than what they used to. Okay, actually getting jumped here though. Oh, I think Yang could have probably wiped the whole thing if he just stopped his warriors and then started shooting instead of running. Setting up a snare trap here. I'm not gonna lie, he's playing really well right now, Ashura. He's not walking out of his base. It's smart. He needs to play defensive, especially against someone who has such a huge investment into these warriors. What is it? 4 fire warriors right now? Okay, so now Yang actually goes in. And loads of warriors are actually gonna die here. Vespers gets absolutely wiped here. But I'm gonna just tell you right now, Yang is not surviving this one. Okay. I'm actually shocked that Ashura is winning this. However, I'm not gonna lie. Normally, I don't look too much at this. But I don't know what it is. Oh, I hate this. I normally don't want to speculate too much on this, and especially not in tournaments. The thing is, I feel like Ashura is making plays that he would never ever do. Like, he's always on the right side with his fire warriors. Whenever I see, you know, Tanya Filia or any of the other Tau players, they spread out their fire warriors, but somehow Ashura is taking them all and being at one place at the time. And the reason why I did this all the time is because I wanted to see where is he getting this information. And sometimes he had his stealth teams to actually give him that vision. But there's moments where I'm like, how did he know that? The only reason, because I sometimes see this kind of stuff from other players. I see this from all the best of the best players. I see this from Bloody Monster. I see this from Master Yoba. I see, you know, I see this from Dantist. I see this from every single very high level player. They kind of just know where the other guy would go, or they see a little bit on the edge of some vision, right? And then they make the correct play. And I'm just like, that's smart. But the problem is Ashura of all people, bruh, I have been beating this guy on the ladder. I have never seen him make these decisions, ever. He's not a bad player, I'm just shocked. Like, I'm actually shocked that he just... Okay. Yes, we are recording right now. Okay. Guys, before we get into the game, you can jump to it if you want, but I actually want to show you guys a little bit of stuff in here. So this is Dowstats. This is their channel. You just go to, I guess, Dowstats. It's just called Dowstats, which is basically a place where you can actually report stuff. So for the Russians, it's this room here, I guess. I have no idea what it says, But then for the English, there is cheat report down here. And if you find someone, and please have evidence, this is what you usually do. Hey, this was super suspicious or whatever. Here's a replay. There you go, right? Stuff like that. And then you end up like realizing that yeah, sometimes you get into that replay. The DAO stats guys will look through it and be like, yeah, this guy is either bug abusing or 99.9% sure that he's map hacking and stuff. DAO stats is not perfect. I think they would even themselves say they're not perfect. And you shouldn't abuse this thing whatsoever. But this is how people get banned. You get in there and then you say, hello, there's this guy. He's this and this abusing. Please take a look at him. So, as you can see here, the 16th of January, that is 4 days after Ashura played in the BAD Cup 4. And Yangwon Lee, who's playing against him right now, he's actually sending in this stuff here where he is seeing something that Yangwon Lee does that's kind of weird. And as far as I can understand, I did a lot of translation in here. Even before that, there was a conversation. Hello, why did you do this? Why did you do that? So let's take a look at this video that Yangwon Lee has put in here. So, I just want to show you guys a little bit on how you can see this kind of stuff here. So, here. Good. So as we can see here, no vision whatsoever, right? Nothing. He doesn't see anything on the map right now. He's playing against a Sisters player. And then, what Yang is trying to show is that he just jumps over here with this stealth team here. Now, this is a good strategy if you are a map hacker and you're playing Tau, especially Tau. You do this with your stealth teams. You're just... I just jumped here and I happened to see this guy. He did that in the game we just I just casted, right? Where he's at the right place at the right time with his stealth team just to show, hey, this is how I saw that this guy is in here. Now, this in of itself, you have seen superstar Tau players do this. I'm just saying that for a surest level, that is interesting, right? But then, look at this. And you might say, oh, this is very much possible. It's not possible. You can try yourself to do this. It is not possible. Okay. So he's going to slow down here. So what you're going to see here, just to remove, just to give some spoiler alert here. The Tau commander just instantly snapshots this missionary here. Which is like really, really like, let's see here. He literally, bam, instantly, as in no delay, nothing like that. And you might say, yeah, but he's right in vision, bro. Try this. Try to do this. Hook up with a friend. Yeah, you know what I mean. Have a game with you and some of your friends and try something very similar. You can do it against the AI, but then again, like, it'll take some time maybe to get this set up. This is not possible. Unless you clicked on the missionary beforehand, which is very, very real if you can map hack. So this is god-awful. But this in of itself, right? This isn't really like proof, like straight proof. It's just really weird. It's like really, because I was also, when I saw this clip, I'm like, well, technically, can't you just like, in theory? But then again, like, then Bloody Monster, he ends up sending in a video here. This one. And Bloody Monster, the GOAT himself, he's also like, there's something going on with this guy. right? So the game starts here.
Hunters are here.
We don't need sound on here. I don't know why the video is so blurry. It's full level of HD, but whatever. Okay, it got better, luckily. So, what he does here is that he's just doing his opening. It's cool, right? He's playing against orcs, by the way. I think it's Saray that he's playing against. Pretty good player, actually. Okay, so Ashura gets in here. Nothing weird so far, right? What Bloody Monster is trying to tell you guys is that there's some dark vision here that he's not supposed to see. Because, as you guys don't know, there's some shooter boys in here that's going to walk straight down here. Ashura never sees this. And then he just blocks this instantly. He's not even caring about seeing what's going on here, because he already knows that there's some Slugger Boys coming. He's just instantly blocking it. But this is not suspicious, right? This is completely fine. Nothing weird so far, right? And then something really, really suspicious is happening. Right now, there are some orcs in here. We have no idea who the F is in here, right? Because we're just watching from Ashura's perspective. And suddenly he does this. Oh, let's see here. Now he jumps in here. And why is he here? Like, why the F is he here? What, like, aren't you supposed to be at the relic harassing? Aren't you supposed to be at the point down there in the middle of the river? Why is he here? Oh, that's why he's here. So, yeah, fuck this guy, right? This became like a complete, this became a complete shitpost. I think Yang Wen Li is actually showing you here how this works in real. So, this video that he gave us earlier. Oh, looks like I can't, looks like it's not working right now. Whatever, if you want to, apparently this doesn't work. But you can watch the video without me having to record. I don't know why this is going to be a problem. But he's actually showing you legitimately it's not possible. Right? This becomes like a whole drama debate. I don't give a damn. And like later on in this conversation, there's other allegations against other players, and this is also very suspicious and stuff. But to be honest, we always need to be very, very careful with throwing out these map hack allegations. I think then Superman, for example, we just watched the game where he was against Seer Council, right? As we saw here, Seer Council is capturing this, and then he's trying to get over here. We just casted this not long ago. He goes over here, and suddenly he's reinforcing his guardians, right? He shouldn't know that then Superman is here, but then, wow, he's here, right? The thing is, right, that this here, you might be like, oh, this is map hack. And you know what? It could in theory be map hack. The thing is that sometimes you can hear things that you can't see right now. Like, you can probably hear a building being built. You have no idea. Randomly you hear it, even though it's fog of war and stuff. There's like bugs like that, right? So maybe that's why. Or maybe he's anticipating that this is happening because someone like Seer Council is such an experienced player. He knows what's going on. He's played against millions of Necron players on a very high level. He kind of sees this coming. Someone like Seer Council, I actually give this guy the benefit of the doubt. Could he be map hacking? Sure, he could. As far as I remember, he actually like did stream on BAD Cup 4. But don't take my word for it. I'm not gonna check anyway. The thing is, this could be map hack as well. I cast many different games like this where you're like, oh, this could be map hack, but I'm not doing it because I give people the benefit of the doubt. But if someone is the same level or just a little bit higher level than me, is literally stomping. We are talking best players of them all by making serious, no mistakes whatsoever. With very, very limited information on top of it. Then there's like stuff that's weird, you know? Then it gets really weird, right? So I just wanted to show you guys, if you are Russian, you can get into this room. If you are English or that is your second language or whatever, you get into this one. So I just wanted to you guys to show you guys this. I love this by Mendegrad. He's a real cool guy. You can't see it because I have a streamer mode on. My bad, guys. I don't know why I keep talking about this. I just wanted to talk about this. It's just, yeah. So, 99.9% sure that Ashura in BAD Cup 4 is actually map hacking. And I'm going to just tell you guys, fuck that guy. But let's cast the game. Okay, guys. So, now that we know that what's actually going on here, we can start casting this with another perspective, I think. It's going to be a little annoying. I wanted to do it the other way around, but then again, I just want to be real with you guys because competitiveness in this game matters a lot to me. I want the best of the best, and I want to, yeah, I want to be fair to both players. I would give all the praise in the world to Ashura if I had no proof. But yeah, I have way too many things pointing towards him actually being a map hacker. I even saw it by myself, and then I actually did some research and actually realized, damn, this guy is actually banned. So I'm happy that I actually had the feeling before it went wrong, but yeah, let's get into it. So, let's go. Let's see here. So Ashura is doing the same opening here, I guess. Two stealth teams here, the same order here. Tower Barrack. He'll probably go Vespers. Vespers is really good on this map anyway. Looks like Yang is actually kind of realizing what's going on here. So he's like, you're not gonna have to see my opening. You have to make a decision before I cancel one of these. I really like that. Looks like he himself is getting down here to actually see what's going on. A very risky opening here by Yang. He's going for all his Mandrake's again, but not capturing anything in the middle. I really liked it. Yang is he's such an offensive player on Dark Eldar. I know a lot of other Dark Eldar players are like this, but Yang just takes it to another level. Okay, so he finishes the Hall of Blood here. Interesting choice. Actually choosing to go Crutes. Okay. Crutes are real good in this matchup, don't get me wrong, regardless of you knowing what's going on. They're not as good against jetbikes, though. Okay, so he's actually finishing both of them. That's interesting. So we are getting Hellion Squad. Okay. Again, really good decision here by Ashura. Then again, if he knows what's going on, then we might already think that that is what's going to happen. The thing is, like, again, these Vespids would normally, like, be here and destroy something, but instead they're over here immediately helping. I'm not saying this is map hack, I'm just saying that is a very fortunately really good play. Let's say it like that. So, Yang is already ready here. Well, he was trying to capture this. He didn't know that these Vespids necessarily came. They are in a wrong stance right now. They're gonna switch stance. Luckily, go for this plasma generator that instantly is going down. That is nasty as hell. Yeah, so looks like Yang is actually chasing down these stealth teams. Ashura, and only now getting the jetpack. This is so weird. More Hellions, so no jetbikes whatsoever right now. Also, it wouldn't really be good because there's no way that he can actually sustain jetbikes because he doesn't have the... Wow, again. He doesn't have the generator right now, so he's stuck at 91 float of power. He's getting in here, trying to destroy the plasma generator. That's good. Again, always at the right place at the right time, as you guys can see. And it's nasty as hell. Yang still actually captured this one. That's really, really good. Yang is doing his thing. His opening is questionable. He actually even deleted his Hall of Blood here. But I think that was to get the infiltration for the Mandrakes. Vespers are taking loads of damage here, actually. Meanwhile, the Kroots are actually just eating here. It's good that Ashura actually gets this listing post and upgrades it. Again, if the plasma generator is like this, it's gonna be a problem for these Mandrakes. It's so close to the listing post that they'll actually get detected. And again, instantly getting in here with the Kroots, just decapping like this. It's like such good plays. It's so insane. Like, it's really... He's always at the right place at the right time. And again... You can give a logical explanation as to what he's seeing here, but like, come on, man. What is Yang going to do? Like, he is always on the back foot. Always. And yes, his opening was super risky. Right? Again, I'm sorry, I'm pausing here. What is he doing? Right? This is what he sees. He was running down here. I know the stealth team, again, like, funnily enough, is here, and it's going to decap and stuff. But what is he doing? He has no idea if, like, the other Hellion squad is going to chase him down, and then these guys are going to get completely murdered. He had no idea. There's no idea. Again, could it be that he's, like, a super smart player? I'm just saying, this is not Tornado. This is not El Bandito. And I don't even think these players would do these kind of plays. Always the right place at the right time. Gonna get a good decap here. Instantly getting in here with the Vespage, yeah. Yang is for sure doing his thing. Yeah, it's so annoying when people are like this. So Homunculus Laboratory getting built here. See here, Yang, not the best economy for very obvious reasons. 62 to plus 10, or to plus 0, I should say. Reaver Jetbike getting in here. Crude Carnivore is definitely very close to being killed here. It's being upgraded here. Let's see here what Ashura's situation here is. He's gonna get extra plasma generators. He doesn't even have his relic right now. Interesting. This is such insane Tau play. And you wonder how this is even possible.
Send us toward the enemy.
Okay, good detection here. These stealth teams gets absolutely obliterated here. Good decap here as well by Yang. Maybe he's map hacking as well. If he was map hacking, he wouldn't do the plays that he's doing against a player who's doing what he's doing. Okay. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've seen map hackers before that still makes the wrong plays. Like, Ashura at least knows what he's kind of doing, you know? The problem is he shouldn't know all these things. Like, his game sense must be next level, right? Vespit's gonna get completely obliterated here. Yeah, but they jump out. They're gonna get over here. That's good. For Ashura, I guess. Yang is under such pressure. He can't do anything, and now tier 2 will... Yeah, tier 2 is coming in for Ashura. More and more jetbikes are getting into the mix. If Yang wants to win this in any way, He needs to get over here and stop this Earthcast builders. But it's not gonna happen, though.
My Reaver jetbike is pure pain.
Yeah. Like, this is pure domination from Ashura. Yeah, it's really, really crazy to watch.
There's not much left.
We look at economy, 98 to plus 40 for Ashura. He's getting Fire Warriors now. This game is unplayable. There's nothing that Yang can do whatsoever. Yeah, broadside battlesuit, as soon as that gets out, it's gonna be horrible. It's actually decently good against Reaver Jetbike specifically. Because they deal really good damage to the Reaver Jetbikes. You can tell that Yang kind of knows that there's some fishy stuff going on here.
Broadside battleships ready. Awaiting orders.
Six minutes until taken.
Bespit's gonna take some damage here for sure. They should get out here. They're actually destroying one. Interesting. Again, nothing that Yang can actually do here. So, you guys don't have to know a lot about this game to see that this is map hack.
Will strike the killing blow.
If you know Ashura and you know like a lot of things about like kind of what, if you've watched so many games that I have and you know the player at the same time and you see decision making like this,
5 minutes.
even I
until
can't be like, yeah, this is probably not map hack. Like at this point I'm just like, this is so disgusting to watch.
Recon ready.
Gonna destroy this instantly here. Yang tries to go tier 2, but he's like way too far behind. Just gonna get devilfish devilfishes. Pathfinder already got in here.
He's ready. Devilfish transport ready. Concentrate fire. Target acquired. Burst cannon. Fire.
This is so disgusting. Yang can't do anything. He's getting the Witch Cold Arena.
Transport ready.
Got his Hall of Blood to get the Scourges.
Setting stabilizers. Ready to fire.
Open fire. Eliminating targets.
I'm honestly just waiting for the GG.
Open fire.
I was about to fast forward, but then I saw, well, you can't see it, but then I saw the timer and was very close to running out, and then I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna let it. This is so disgusting. Everything that Ashura is doing is ridiculous. Again, I keep repeating myself. If this was El Bandito or Tornado, I wouldn't even be like, well, I would still be like, this is goated, like, this is so well played. But, bruh, I've played against Ashura. I've won against Ashura. What the hell just happened to him? He's just right place at the right time, always the right moves, always making the best decisions with openings, always knows what to start with and do, best places to position. I know that he's probably coming from this corner, so I'm just gonna walk over here. Like, it's all these things that I would never ever see from a player at his level. This is something I would say from Master Yoba or something. You know, I've never seen this. And even Master Yoba will do mistakes where it feels like Ashura is not even making a mistake. Like, he's not even, when he does a mistake, it's because he's not aware of what's going on, or he's taken a fight that he thinks he can win, but he's not winning it. That's when but were to be on the map, he's the GOAT, you know? I must admit, this is one of the most frustrating things I've ever seen. I hate this with all my passion. I will say map hacking just in general is probably the worst thing we can have, because it's not provable unless it's like really obvious. And this just means that we can never trust players unless the tournament host is actually making sure that people are streaming. This is what I always say. If you have a tournament, if I am hosting a tournament, I am telling people, stream or you're not playing. There's money on the line, you better stream. Okay? So, I'm gonna just tell you guys right now, this is some of the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. And I can just already say, he signed up last year. Ashura, he signed up last year to our tournament. We denied him because he wasn't that high level at the time. Like, he was lower MMR than me at the time. And I was even playing against him. I actually won a time against him where I was like, okay, this guy might not have a good time in a tournament. And then I remember very clearly how we ended up saying that he shouldn't play because he wasn't high level enough. And you saw the World Championship. It was full of GOATs. Some of the best players we've ever seen play this game. They were all in the tournament. The only guy that was missing was probably All-Seeing Eye and Sork. That was literally it. There's probably a player that I'm forgetting on right now. So we didn't add this guy. So that's why when I watch him here, and this is, by the way, the World Championship was 3 months before this tournament. It was 3 months before this tournament. I must just tell you right now, in 3 months, him playing like this is insane. And I don't know if it was his ego that got hurt by us not putting him into the tournament. I don't even know if this is about us or if that is the coincidence or anything like that. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Ashura was not playing like this. Ain't no way. So that's the only reason why I am never ever making accusations of map hack. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I've seen people do the most craziest things, and then you realize, you go into a stream, and then you're like, okay, he didn't actually, like, he just anticipated this because he has a good game sense. But here, ain't no way. Ain't no way. So, I know there's some few people who's gonna watch this right now and be like, see, this scene is full of map hackers. No, I just saw this one guy that I 100% know is map hacking. Okay? I will always give the benefit of the doubt every single time. If I can't see it and if I don't have proof on it, then I'm not gonna throw out an allegation like that. Even if they do crazy stuff. Okay? Even if they do. I don't want to analyze this game because who gives a fuck? Like, who cares? Who cares? Nothing matters here. Absolutely nothing. It's like me going in and analyzing a soccer game that was matched fixed, you know? Where both teams actually agreed on what's going to happen. This was disgusting. And, I don't ever... I'm actually gonna consider if I want to see the games of... Yeah, of Ashura. I'm not sure about it. I'm gonna consider that. Please, God, can we get... Oh, get me out of this one. I am so pissed off right now. I want to get to the next best of 3. Okay. I took a little bit of a break, guys. I took a little bit of a breather. I'm back. I forgot about what I just saw. I'm back here, and we got El Bandito versus Fob. Okay. So, let's take a look at this one. We got El Bandito, who goes for 2 stealth teams, an Earthcast builder, and then a 3rd stealth team, and then jetpack. So, standard opening with Tau Commander, or at least most likely. And then Fob, he goes his Space Marines. He actually does what he did last time these guys... No, that was Tornado, sorry. Last time Fob played against a high-level Tau player, he went this opening again. I think this is a bad opening. For several reasons, but it can probably work against El Bandito's opening here. Because El Bandito is... Okay, he's actually going Cruise. And not Tau Commander. But if he goes Vespids, this is going to be questionable. Because Assault Marines are just really... They're just really bad at handling Vespids.
We're here to do our duty.
And Fob doesn't know what the opening is right now for El Bandito. So I think this opening is really, really questionable. You don't know if he's going Vespids. Nicely done here by El Bandito. He actually gets in here and instantly decaps here. Really, really, really good.
Stealth team ready for next assignment.
Krutz will get in here. Do some damage here. It's good that Fob is just disengaging right now, but he's not gonna get this listening post finished here. This is gonna be brutal. It's gonna be really, really brutal. Another problem here for Fob right now is that he needs Skull Probe badly, and he doesn't have a listening post that's finished yet.
The target is ours. I am ready.
So that's not good right now. Meanwhile, El Bandito is just improving his economy. He's plus 50 to plus 0. I didn't talk about it, but he didn't go a generator. He went Krutz and Tau Commander right after. Super expensive opening. If you build it instantly. This is nasty. It's gonna be a decap for sure. There's no way around it.
Mission accomplished.
This is really nasty by El Bandito.
The silent hunters are ready.
Yeah, Fob is gonna get completely obliterated here. It's gonna go in with all these Assault Marines here. Not too bad against the Krutz whatsoever. It's definitely playable.
Get us to the
Heavy
fight.
fire.
Scouts in position.
At your command.
Yes, most
Did this get finished? Okay. Actually, it's kind of crazy to think about it. Fob is actually going Assault Marines, right? But he's defensive here. That's crazy to me. Krutz are actually also getting more and more HP. It's really, really, really good right now. One scout squad got destroyed for Fob. That's actually who's been eating here. So it's really... It's really good early game here by El Bandito.
Defending objective.
He also secured this area. It's really, really nasty early game right now. Fob is really under pressure here. Again, a nasty decap. No Skull Probe here. This is hard to watch. I'm not gonna hold you guys.
Hurry up. There's not much left.
Mission accomplished.
So, Fob is gonna do a decap here. I don't think this is necessarily a good idea. He's gonna lose some Assault Marines in the process. Tau Commander is also into the mix here.
Mission accomplished.
This is unplayable for Fob. He's decapping all the time. This is like bullying here by El Bandito. This is really, really nasty.
Get us to the fight.
All weapons online.
No retreat. Recruit ready. Get us to the fight.
Okay, these crews are now gonna switch position here, gonna focus these scouts here. It's gonna be really, really not good here for Fob. He's almost capping this, but he's just gonna lose them anyway. Yeah. Oh my god, it actually got interrupted here by El Bandito. Nah, this game is over. This game is so nasty right now.
Mission accomplished. Stealth team ready for next assignment.
Force Commander is gonna get in on the Tau Commander. Tau Commander, he can just jump over his face. Okay.
B-22 battlesuit ready.
So both Assault Marine squads are in here.
Mission
So El Bandito is not under pressure whatsoever.
Get us to the fight.
Hi. Get a skull probe, Bob. Get a skull probe, please. What is the economy here? So Bob is literally plus 50 to plus 0. That is horrific. That is so horrific. Tier 2 is coming in here for El Bandito.
6 minutes until taking hold victory.
This is I don't know what to say, guys. This is really, really not a good situation for Bob. This is just such pure domination by El Bandito. That is so nasty right now to watch. Bob is definitely trying, but he's just taking the bad decisions here. And finally gets the skull probe. But nah. Okay, here's a couple of things that I think... So, in my opinion and in my experience, there's kinda only one way to go about it in this matchup. Well, there's two. But they both have something to do with going very offensive in the early game. You either go Space Marine Mass, which is 2 scouts, and then just YOLO into the base of Tau. You don't just like complete all in, but you go very, very offensive. You always need to, even though it's very brain dead strategy, you always have to be, you know, at least smart about how you're doing it. Or you go for several scouts, and then you try and like decap here and there. But all the openings that Space Marine has involves the skull probe. And that was probably the biggest mistake from Fov, is that he didn't go for the skull probe. Because, to be honest, this opening that he does here, I'm not saying it's good, I'm just saying it's playable against the Tau player who does what he does here. It's doable. It's something where we can at least have a conversation about it. But there ain't no way, as in, there ain't no way whatsoever that you're not going a skull probe whatsoever here. Also, super bold. He has 2 scouts, but then he chooses to, what was it, capture this outer point? That was super bold. Even though he actually ended up securing it, he couldn't finish it, so he could never get a skull probe in the early game. And when he finally had the opportunity to go skull probe, he didn't get it. So this game was just over from the get-go. I think that Fov is way better than this, by the way. I think that he just kinda lost his mind here, and El Bandito just looks really, really nasty right now. And he's always been very, very, very solid. But like when he played up against Focus, if Focus couldn't beat El Bandito, it's not gonna be easy whatsoever for Fov. But yeah, Fov can do way better than this. If he doesn't do these mistakes, we can actually have like a literal best of 3. But this game was over from like minute 2 or something. So yeah, let's hope that Fov gets in there and gets a loser's bracket pick, and we can actually have a conversation about this. So let's get into it, guys. Let's go for game 2. Right, so for game 2, we actually got... Okay. Okay, so El Bandito is still sticking with Tau, obviously. He has to. We're playing on outer reaches of all maps. And apparently Fov thought, yo, bro, I'm going IG for this one. This is really, really... this is disrespectful. Like, ask any IG player. This matchup is horrific. And I would even say Out of Reaches is one of the more terrible maps to play. I would say this map would be real good for Space Marine mass. Just go into Tao's base, and what is Tao gonna do, you know? This is one of the few maps where I'm like, this could be good Space Marine mass. This really could, but it's not gonna happen. Gonna have IG here. Bob is gonna do his 2 Guardsmen opening and then Tech Priest. So standard opening will go for the Command Squad and the Commissar. See, this is pretty good opening, I guess. The thing is, he's gonna have really bad map control. So we're gonna see, which is not good on this map, by the way. We need map control really, really badly here. Commissar getting in here, that's good. El Bandito, on the other hand, same opening as last time. 2 stealth teams, Earthcast Builder, and then a third... No! Okay, so he actually went for either a stealth team and a builder, and then he went a stealth team right after. Got these Fire Warriors to cap this. I'm not sure what El Bandito is typing, but he's not typing in the all chat, so Bob is not reading this. Getting the Tau Commander. So he got the Fire Warriors first. I really, really like that, actually. In case he's getting rushed here, and he is, by the way, getting rushed. Interesting that Fob actually went for the Psyker first.
Sensors picking up. Ready for next assignment. The target is ours.
Let's see here. So far, Fob is just capping the map. That's interesting. In comes the Commissar, though. Let's see what El Bandito is cooking. He got this listing post. He's gonna go for this relic.
Objective secured.
In comes the Commissar here, who is almost dead because of the snapshot. Real good snapshot here by El Bandito. Good Psyker Strip Soul. I want to say it's called Strip Soul, but I can't remember. Good that he also interrupted this one. It's really, really good, actually. Psyker is mandatory. I just think Priest would have been better from the early game here. Fob is making a good push here. You need to be very offensive in this matchup from the get-go. El Bandito is just controlling most of the map right now. So Fob is just gonna chase him here. I like it. I think it's gonna be bad long term. Tau Commander needs to disengage here. I like that. Well played here by El Bandito. He's kiting a lot here. Bob is going to be the offensive guy here. He's getting more guardsmen. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Gonna go for these Vespits who just got spawned here by El Bandito. Vespits are so good on this map. It's actually disgusting. Vespits getting in here. I'm actually shocked that this is getting upgraded here by Fob and not this one, because now we are in this position. Bob's tech priest... Oh, he's idling here. But Bob's tech priest are not here to actually save this generator. He's now upgrading this one, but it's sadly too late for him. I like the offense here by Bob. I think he should get in here with a turret, not gonna lie. Somewhere here, for example. But good to see Bob here. Like, he understands what's going on. This matchup, if you don't win it early game, you're just gonna get completely obliterated here. Also, I think that he should actually detach his Commissar and chase these Fire Warriors instead of having the whole squad chase. And let the Guardsmen actually shoot. These Vespers are gonna get focused here. Nice on Fob to actually get in here and repair. But El Bandito is just being very defensive. He's not trying to do something crazy here. He has 5 points. Like, he's not gonna have to do something crazy. He can just put some good pressure here. So Fob is gonna capture this, but I don't think he has time for it. He's gonna lose all these guardsmen. This is gonna be brutal. Vespers did take some damage for sure. Tactical control. Plasma generators getting in here for Bob. The economy for El Bandito is 92 to plus 10. And he's not going to improve that. As of yet. Well, he's building this, but he's not getting more generators. He's just focusing on army right now, which I think is the smart move to go. No reason to tech right now, because IG is actually kind of in trouble.
Look out! Here they come! My devotion.
This matchup, if IG in any way, shape, or form falls behind, this will be god-awful form. It'll be really, really bad for IG. Because IG is so squishy. Okay, actually getting the grenade launchers. But even the grenade launchers are gonna get outranged by these fire warriors. They're not tanky enough, these guardsmen. IG has a really, really good early game though. They can be very, very offensive from the get-go.
Let me inspire our men.
Target acquired.
So, looks like Fob is going tier 1.5. I think that is the correct move to go. I just think it's a little too late, because right now El Bandito is plus 30. He's just gonna get the tier 2. Yes.
Shazla, ready for action. The fire cast serves with pride.
I'm not gonna lie, it's not bad moves here by Fob whatsoever. He actually looks more comfortable here on IG than he did on Space Marines.
Greater good.
Like, and he's actually doing stuff that makes sense. However, the commander did actually die there. I like this by Fob. I'm not gonna lie. I really, really like this. I want him to stand up. I want him to see, yo, El Bandito, you might be stronger or a better player than me, but I'm gonna try my best here. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you, Fob. You're a true one. You're not a map hacker. I'm happy about that.
The target is ours. Point us at our targets.
Also, these fire warriors are taking loads of damage here. Good with the grenade launchers here. Very, very much. So, as soon as Advanced Pulse Rifle is getting in here for El Bandito, this game is going to be an absolute nightmare for IG. They're gonna get outranged. They're gonna get one-shot.
Team deployed.
Yes, they can get all these battle armor upgrades here, but it's not gonna cut it.
6 minutes.
It's just too much damage.
Area victory.
Another thing that El Bandito is doing here is that he's gonna go for these critical locations. He's already having the control area victory because he took this. So he's just gonna chill. He has no reason to walk into Fob. Fob can just... Like, Fob literally needs to get in and actually deal some damage. Is he tier 2? No, he's not tier 2. He's gonna go in here.
Pathfinders on duty.
He is using the heavy cover here, so that's really, really smart. Okay, nicely done. The Stealth 2 actually died. Command Squad is still relatively healthy. But yeah, look at this.
Keep firing. Keep firing.
Command Squad should get in here, melee. Vespers are gonna jump in here. They're gonna use their disgusting ability here, I think. Yes, they're doing it. Pathfinder's also in here. And this Command Squad got absolutely obliterated right here. It's gonna be really, really bad for Fob. He's actually getting his mechanized command.
And eliminate them.
Victory countdown has begun.
I didn't realize he was tier 2. I am actually shocked that I didn't realize that. Cast a mistake. This is disgusting. El Bandito is just having fun right now.
Are here.
Commander just got... Oh my god. He's just saying hi and then he just gets shot on the street, you know? El Bandito has both win conditions up here. And he's even destroying Fob right now. So on every single level, this is not going well for Fob.
Don't let the prey get away. Don't let the prey
6
get away.
minutes until taken hold victory.
They cannot hold.
Yeah. Tactical control will get destroyed. Chimera getting out here is just simply too late for Fob.
Concentrate fire. Eliminating targets.
Getting heavy weapon team is gonna get marked and instantly destroyed here by all of this firepower here. Tactical control going down. Yeah, Fob must know that this is not going his way. He says GG, even vehicle beacon here got in. Okay, so this we can actually talk about. Because no one is map hacking here, no one is being an a-hole, no one is doing any of that, okay? Here we can actually talk about it. I liked what Fob did. I think he made pretty critical errors that if you do that against El Bandito, it's just GG. So, I think several times he did some micro things, like I wanted him to detach his Commissar and then just run after these Fire Warriors. I wanted him to even get in with a Tech Priest, get some, get a turret. I don't know where it was supposed to be, like here, or maybe even here. Something that actually made it so the Vespits, for example, had to deal with it. I would have liked it to be here because that would be able to actually, you know, deal some significant damage to El Bandito. And his guardsmen would be there as well. So the Vespits can't just jump up here alone against this turret and just one-shot it. No, they actually have to get in here and take some damage from the army from Fob as well. Also, Fob, I like the idea that he went tier 1.5 because that's real good against Tau. Problem was when he got tier 1.5, it was just too late. Grenade launchers are real good against unupgraded Fire Warriors. Well, I don't know if they're really good, but they're pretty good. That's for sure. They're competing with them. But yes, as soon as momentum gets lost for Imperial God, this game is just lost if Tau knows what to do. Because IG just needs to walk up to them and then they die because they're so squishy. But if El Bandito doesn't get his upgrades and he doesn't get to stack up his army and he doesn't get the economy that he should get, then Tau is actually very much in trouble. But someone like El Bandito, he knows what's going on here. I think no joke, Space Marines here would have been perfect. Space Marines would have been perfect. Go for a spam Space Marine squad and just murder El Bandito. And if El Bandito is just stacking Fire Warriors and not going Vespits, well, you just built a armory and a plasma generator, and then you start getting all the good stuff. You get the Assault Marines and stuff, and then you hunt down the Fire Warriors from there. So, I think Space Marines would have been way better on this one. But yeah, it sadly didn't happen. Well played to Fob. He's going down in the loser's bracket, but he went out with style. Thank you, Fob. You did your Dizzle here, or whatever it's called. El Bandito, he moves on. He's an absolute monster so far. So, yeah. That's it. Guys, that was it for today. I'm very, very sorry for the whole map hacking thing. I don't hope it killed the whole vibe. And I will just say that I hope that we're gonna get some better games next time. I'm gonna figure out what I'm going to do with this map hacking situation here, because it's gonna be a problem if we keep following a map hacker and there's nothing to watch, there's nothing to see. But I'm gonna think about it for a second. So let's get into this, guys. I'm just gonna say thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Love you guys. Peace.